ever, ever put an AK behind me ever again. Never. AKs are the devil. AKs got my ass in trouble twice. The only 2 times I've had a life shut down was because of a goddamn AK, okay? No more goddamn AKs. Anywho, how you guys doing? I don't know why my voice is like this. You're just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, oh God, I love Google's money, man. Google's hiring out to some assholes who just will not look at the video. So I had one agent agree with me. Stone and McManus have both seen that screenshot where they agreed that I wasn't touching a gun, but they still upheld the removal. Bunch of turd balls. Jansen, how you doing? DB's turtling it again. How you doing, Turtle Man? So yes, number one, I will not pick up my suppressor on live ever again. Number two, I will never put another goddamn AK behind me again. AK equals no bueno. Same thing with ARs. I can have weird shiz like bullpups and stuff. Obviously, Google, look, foreground, not touching them. Unless I'm a goddamn giant. I'm not touching the guns, you jackasses. Paint a brick black and hold it. He's holding Coke. He's holding Coke. It's Coke Zero, bitches. Less lethal. Air Max, what's up? I have snorted Coke. You ever burp while you're drinking Coke and it goes into your nose and then you gotta snort back down? So, anyways, still trying to figure out my health issues. The Lincoln at least is fixed. It needed a Zaxxon, if you're here, you know what that is. It needed a lead frame for the transmission, if you know what a lead frame is. It is kind of a red drink. It's got a red band around it, so it's like a red band trailer. Oh, I bought a Navigator. I thought you knew. I bought a 2014 Lincoln Navigator. Got rid of the Charger and got a Navigator. I was actually going to look and probably pick up an F-150 pickup, but they didn't have one with a 5.0 in the new body style that I wanted. So I wasn't going to buy a short bed or a short cab. I wasn't going to buy a quad cab. I only wanted a crew cab. They didn't have a crew cab that I was willing to buy. They had a Toyota Tundra, but it was a 2012 and it was like 10 grand, so I really didn't want it. Although it was the full size. It was actually in pretty good shape, but I can't see myself driving a Toyota pickup truck. So I went with a 2014 Lincoln Navigator Limited L, so it's the full-length truck. It's got literally everything in it. Fuck super cabs. Nothing wrong with Ford trucks. So basically what I have, we can go outside. We'll see if it's light enough. Here, let me do my belt up. Yeah, here. We'll go outside and take a look at it. Want to go take a look at it? Let's go take a look at it. And also, I'm not holding a gun, so they can't say shiz. It's probably too dark, but we'll turn on lights and stuff. So I'll show you full length. 3 inches is not full length. So I've been getting fun. I have also noticed that the sharper my vision is in my left eye, the worse my dizziness spells are. But yeah, it's cold out. Let's go outside. So yeah. That's what I bought. Hold on. See, it's dirty. Yeah, I bought a 14 because I wanted some new shit. And still get all my new shit. So, hold on. And not only is it new shit, but it's also old shit. So I lost you guys, but yeah, so it's got, you know, THX, it's got all navigation, it's got Bluetooth, it's got everything I want. So, but it's also huge. Hold on, I'm using you to do things. Where is my goddamn? Where is the buttons? Oh, there it is. Shut up. I don't know how to thing. There it is. So it's super long. It's just the 3 valve. Because it's a 14, they stopped doing the 24 valve or the 32 valve. They got rid of the 32 valve before they did the 6.2. I know you like them big and black and hard. Don't forget the hard part. But yeah, so that replaced the Charger for now. Stone and Aaron have both seen my Challenger, so I don't really need the Charger. So as soon as my old man realizes he's 68 billion years old. Hold on, let me plug you in. Oh my God, nothing's holding nothing. Don't end it. Watch, I'm gonna walk around the front in the live stream and be like, Pink, you've been terminated for violating TOS because you almost looked at a gun. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So, who's playing bingo tonight? But yeah, I went with the 5.4 in the final year, and 14s are all for the Navigators. They didn't do the Intech like you're thinking. So, what happened to the Charger? You just didn't want it. I needed an SUV or a pickup truck for business. So, let me break down the last few years. So, I had the Mustang up until 2019. 2020, something like that. So I had a Mustang track pack. I dailied that for 7 years. I traded that in. I wanted a 6.2 King Ranch F-150, but there was something wrong with it, so I wound up not buying it. I wound up buying, instead of a 14 King Ranch, I bought a 16 F-150 crew cab. Drove that thing around for a while. It was fine. It was fun. It did the job, but I hated the 2.7 EcoBoost that it had because it was too small of an engine for a full crew cab truck with all the features and stuff that it had. It was FX4 off-road package, all that shiz. So I traded that in for a 2016 Chrysler 300 Hemi fully loaded S model with exhaust already on it. I had that car for less than a month before I got rear-ended. Insurance company, since the airbags didn't go off, spent $11,000 repairing that one, putting a new floor in the back of it. The transmission was screwed up from the get-go, though, so I complained to Chrysler to have them look at it multiple times, and they refused because it was in gear when I got hit, and it stalled out the car, and ever since then it clicked. So I got rid of that one, traded that for my 2017 Ram Hemi. It had 30,000 miles during COVID. But as soon as COVID was coming to an end, I knew I needed to get out of it because I owed over 30 grand in 21 on it. So I sold that for 32, bought a series of cars because a couple of them had bad transmissions. I bought a Ford Fusion, the transmission, it was iffy. Then I bought a Lexus ES300 that only had 30,000 miles on it, but again, it was because it sat too long. So I traded that in. I sold that. I gave that back, took my money back, got a 2015 Durango RT Hemi, still during COVID pricing, so I paid like 19,000 for it. Had over 150,000 miles. I sold it for 17.2 and got out of that. Bought the Charger, had the Charger for almost 7 months, and now I've had the Navigator for 2 weeks, although it was sitting at the shop for the last week. Oh, in the middle of that, I also had a Toyota Celica and a Ford Focus, a Pontiac Firebird convertible, and a Chevy Cruze. That's all in the last 3 years. So 17 cars in the last 5 years. Since I started in 2001 selling cars, between 2001 and 2011, I had 51 cars. So I kind of cut back. I only had like 5 cars between 11 and 13. And then I only had the Mustang from 13 to 2020. So that was my longest stretch with the one car. When my lease is up, I'm going to get either Toyota, Lexus, or a sports car or something. There you go, Nerdist. I got my Glock 17 MOS. Going to drop performance trigger. And I'm glad you found the one you were looking for, dude. Hey, Adnan, Stone, DB, everybody's here. So yeah, that was my car history for the last 4 years. Yeah, I can name every car I've ever had if you really wanted me to. No? Okay. I've had a lot of cars. Also had a lot of guns and a lot of figs. The new 400Zs. You talking about the Nissan cars? The Nissan stuff looks pretty interesting. Can't say I look too closely at the new stuff. If the business actually takes off and does good, then I may wind up looking at like when they put the internal combustion engine back in the new Charger. I might look at something like that. Yeah, they're cool, but a little expensive. What's the point of live stream? What about this shite is actual entertainment? Listening to you trying to get my audience to side with you, that's entertaining. Thinking that you think that you can influence my live stream is entertaining. Thinking that you can control the narrative is entertaining. Watch, no hands. Somebody get rid of the guy. What's the revolver up there? There's no revolver up there. Where can I shop your business? My business is WinCityArmory.com. You can go on there, check out what we have up there for sale. You can also find stuff. I say get rid of Cooper, not delete his comment. Thank you. You guys made me look stupid. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it. That's the point, guys. The Derringer is a ROM RG17. Boom, 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 boom. I doubt Dodge will go back to internal combustion. Dude, they're going to be selling internal combustions versions of the Charger as early as June. And they also have restarted Hemi V8 production because the Durango is getting the Hemi again for the next version of it. And they claim that the Hemi will fit in the Charger, so we'll see what happens. Hello from Oklahoma. We love our guns. Awesome. PSA is about to take off soon. Maybe. Your combustion happens externally. You catch on fire outside. It's gonna be one of those nights. Originally, Nerdist, when they announced the Charger EV lineup, it was supposed to be one full calendar year before they were going to release the internal combustion engine, the 6-pack version, which is what's coming out first. For those of you that don't know, Dodge is going to build a better Supra than Toyota has built since the Mark IV, because they're going to build a 700-plus horsepower twin-turbo inline-6 Charger. But the one they're going to come out with is like a 400 horsepower version or 420 horsepower version, and then they're going to have the Scat Pack and whatever replaces the Hellcats. It's going to be a 700 plus horsepower inline 6. It's going to be insane. Hello. You love guns. Yes, they are real guns. However, I'm not touching them, YouTube, and your goddamn algorithm. That is bold as F. What? My statement that they're going to build a better Supra than Toyota has? Have you seen the GR Supra? That thing's a pile of crap. It's just a BMW with a Toyota body on it. Engineering flex from them. Well, they've already proved that the engine makes the power. Inline 6s are inherently better balanced than a V6, V8, any V format, because all the pistons are doing this instead of so it's inherently a better balanced engine. And just like the old Ford 300 straight 6 was an amazing torque monster, and the 4.2 from, or the 4 liter from Jeep, man, great engines. But yeah, we'll see what happens. The Viper was pretty cool, but it doesn't pass. It can't even come close to passing modern crash ratings, which is why they wound up killing the car. Henry Ford is rolling in his grave. Where's the AK? The AK is where it can't hurt me anymore. I'm tired of that son of a bitch getting my lives taken down. The 2 times I've had lives terminated were because I had a goddamn AK behind me. You will never see an AK on that wall ever again. Don't ask. You miss your 4-liter, your 3.6 is leaking like crazy up high. If you're also getting some indiscriminate misfires, you may actually be able to get them to replace the heads for free. You need to talk to your local dealership, though. You got AK Pro? No. I do not. Not only an inline 6 instead of a V in a muscle car, but those feet are going to be red. Well, you got to remember, slant 6s were in Chevys, Fords, Dodge. Every manufacturer has had a straight 6. Dodge had the slant 6 back in the 60s, man. The original frickin' Mustangs were 6-cylinders, and Chevy had their inline 6 for their first Corvette. What motor could bring the Neons back or make the Durango zooms? That motor. Neons were, unfortunately, they were completely hampered because they shared a lot of components with Mitsubishi's cars, and Mitsubishi refused to let Dodge put the all-wheel drive system in the SRT4. Could you imagine if the SRT4 Neon had the all-wheel drive system from the Mitsubishi Eclipse? Holy shiz, because they came out with the Stage 3 kit, which was 200 or 300 and some horsepower way back when, but it had so much torque steer, man. Those things couldn't go straight even if they were in the middle of a deep south white boy parade. How's the kick on the Derringer? Don't know. Haven't shot it yet, but it's 38 special, so I can't imagine it's going to be too terrible. Fun fact, nothing could beat a flathead Ford until the GMC 235 straight 6 came out. I believe it. Eagle Talon. Yeah, the Eagle Talons. No, the Eagle Talon TSI did get an all-wheel drive in the 3G version, the same version as the Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX. You could get an Eagle Talon TSI with all-wheel drive, but they were super rare. Because they were so expensive, you might as well get the Mitsubishi. You had a first-gen Eclipse with 5-speed and sunroof. Nice. You may or may have not sunk your Jeep into a pond while wheeling. Sounds like you at least know what you're doing with it. Get out there and have fun with whatever you have. That's the other thing, too, is I'm not afraid to modify my cars because some people look at me like I'm crazy. I bought my Mustang, so I was working at a Ford dealership in 2013 when I bought my Mustang. And yes, mine was a 2014, but it was built, or excuse me, I bought it in 2014. When the fuck did I? It was built in 2012. I bought it in 2013, but it was a 2014 model. I put 1,500 miles on it the day I bought it, or the weekend I bought it, because I drove it straight from Virginia to Connecticut to Rhode Island and back down, hanging out with my grandpa. So yeah, dude, I drive the shit out of my cars because I'm paying for them. I'm getting my use out of them. I got to fuse and put the top half on my Legion. Oh, interesting. Gonna out APS MRS green dot on it for winter and carry the Legion as is for summer. Fun fact: if you shoot most of them won't penetrate skin on the way back down. Fun fact: if you shoot a projectile straight up in the air, you probably won't find it. What you know about Rhode Island? I know I don't like going there. Those buddy. Yeah, the 1314 is my favorite of the modern Mustangs because that got the Shelby treatment. So in 2010, when the GT500 changed to that body style, it got the halogen head, the bi-xenon headlights and the more open grille. That wasn't on the Mustang until the 1314 years, and that's the year I think looks the best. I'm about to replace my oil cooler on my Jeep, and the new one is aluminum. Okay, your old one should be aluminum. They're oil coolers. Leftover parts bin cars. What's a parts bin? Those are the worst cars to make keys because you don't know what year key it is. Oh, you're talking about the Mustang? Yeah. Shelby, the Saline Challengers are cool, and the 16 GT350R is what got me into cars. So, I was still working at Ford in 2014 when the 15s were supposed to come out. I was actually there in 15 as well. But when the 15s got announced, like when the leaked photos came out, I literally was going to put my car up and swap to the new body style. And then I freaking saw the car and I sat in one. I hated it, dude. The 350Rs and the 350s, the Shelbys, fixed a lot of the problems I had. The biggest problem I had with the Mustang with the redesign was that it was designed to not be sold in America. You can call me out on that all you want, but it's true. The 2015 Mustang was designed to be a world car. So what they did is they reversed the tack and the speedo, because when you're in Europe, when you're in Great Britain, where they wanted to sell a lot of these cars, you sit on the other side of the car. And when you're there, you're driving and shifting with your left hand. This is the left hand because the video is reversed. So your tack is on this side of the dashboard instead of this side of the dashboard. On the American cars, when you drive a stick, the speedo was on the left side and your tack was on the right side. Because when you drive a manual transmission car, you drive by the tack. You don't drive by the speedo. In fact, NASCAR cars never had speedos until they got fuel injection. Did you know it only takes 8 minutes for a quick reaction aircraft jet for to take off from an airbase and get to the troubled aircraft 7 minutes after? Okay, any car built 1 year, released next year, but is a year older, those are so confusing key-wise. Yeah, I wish I had the Viper, dude. I envy you on the Viper. I always meant to buy one. Happy birthday. Fuck you, give me money. So I did my calculations, and since I can't work right now, it sucks because I need 10 grand. That's what I need to get the business to self-sufficient. So 16 350s and 350Rs are decently priced now. 506 speeds for under 50K. Mileage is good. Yeah, so it's 520 horse Voodoo engine. You know, it's all that cool stuff about it. But the problem with the 16 is that you could not get the Sync 3 with the R. You couldn't get it until the 17s. So the first year of the GT350R, if you wanted navigation, you could only get a standard 350, which is kind of bullcrap in my opinion. They should have all had the big screen. I was still selling when we got them. Also, the first two that we had come in, we had to pull the engines out of them because the rear main seals were leaking on them. Canic will sell like crazy from you. Yeah, I'd love to have some in the store, but like I said, right now I'm just kind of going on my personal inventory, which is what you see on WinCityArmory.com. Those are the ones I'm putting up for right now. My 1911s, I'm really not going to sell many of those. But yeah, so I need 10 grand. That's what I've decided. So I've already got a few investors. I've raised 10 grand. I need another 10 grand. Originally, I needed 50 grand. So the fact that I think I can do it with 20 grand is pretty impressive. How's the vertigo? It's pretty bad still. In fact, my doctors called me because they can't get me in for the tilt table test for a month. I'm like, dude, I keep passing out. You know, what happens if I'm driving down the road and I have an episode? So they said that maybe I should go to the emergency room and tell them how bad my symptoms are to see if they can push the test through quicker. So the actual doctor, my doctors, are telling me to abuse the ER system to get tests, because as soon as they can get me in for tests is a month. Hey Dale, what's up? Yeah, the problem with the U.S. officially not having diesel versions of your cars is because the United States, our emissions restrictions and everything make it so complicated to sell diesels here that it causes issues, increases price, and most Americans are not on the same platform as you where they actually like diesels. And we've tried that. Every manufacturer has done some sort of weird diesel car or diesel truck. The Jeep Liberty was available with the common rail diesel for a while. Also, the Ram was available with the Eco Diesel in two-wheel drive. It got 31 miles to the gallon. Okay, good for you, but they're slow. Chevy's Colorado with the diesel, slow as hell. The Ford, which one was the one with the diesel? They were going to do it, I can't remember, but even unless it's a big-ass diesel like the 6.7 or the Cummins, the 5.9 Cummins, or the Duramaxes, they're not good enough here for the United States. If I can get these two damn project cars sold, I'm in. Got one basically sold. The Subaru is a hard sell. Lol. Thoughts on the Radian drop-in combos and sets for Glock 17? I haven't seen them yet. Personally, I don't really mess with Glock stuff, so I got to be honest with you, I'm really not a follower of that stuff. Is that a 1911? Nope, there are no 1911s on the wall. My dad wants a GMC dually diesel. Dude, you know what's fun? Some of them can be. But a dually diesel that's fun to have, but it's not fast or powerful at all, is actually an 80s square body with the crew cab and the dually. I had one of those way back in the day, like in 2004 when I was still selling at the used car dealership. I used to drive around. It was an 88 square body diesel dually. It was incredibly slow. Glock performance trigger, handing group shield arms +5s and hollow suns. Nice. I'm thinking about trying out the new O-Sight. Apparently some of them they've improved their optics apparently. Yeah, Alien Lago. I'm considering a Camry TRD. Ever since they came out with the all-wheel drive Camry TRD, I would almost take a look at one. That's the one thing I said the Camry was always missing, was all-wheel drive. Camrys are solid vehicles. The V6 engine that's in the Toyota Camry is the basis of the Lotus Evora. The V6 Evora and Exige, both are not the Exige, the Evora and whatever their newest version of it is, use Toyota Camry V6s. 2000's nice. The 6.2 was just a slow turd engine. Yeah, even the 6.5 without the turbos on it wasn't a terrible engine. Selling PSA anywhere else. 2026 model with the new Type R motor and keeping rear-wheel drive or going all-wheel drive is cool. Yeah. Do I like the SIG Striker Fire? Adam, thank you for asking that question. Yes, I do. I don't have the jaded view that a lot of people do, where they just assume that just because it's a SIG, it's going to have problems. I do have my requirements, though. I don't like anything that is a base model. I don't like the M17, I don't like the M18, and I don't like the standard 320. I like the X full or better, and in fact, I have a 320 X5 Legion, which is my favorite 320 striker. 2026 S2000 would be so rad. Yeah, but it would be so hard to justify S2000 because the Supras did not do well. The X5 is so nice, dude. From the moment I shot my first one, I've always adored them, and I regretted selling mine to my buddy, so I wound up going out and buying another one. I've seen some metal Leo trade-ins popping up. Yeah, DB sent me some stuff. Keep you guys' eyes open because the 226, 229s, and 40 cal are coming in now. It would mark up so bad. It would for about 3 to 4 months, and then it would do the same thing the Super did, where it would just drop back down to retail. Sylvia would be sick. Miata with a 350. DB, look up Flying Miata. Flying Miata is the originator of the LS-based Miata swaps. He actually created the very first one, and his cars are freaking sick, dude. And he builds LS1 to LS7 powered Miatas. Independent front suspension is hard to compare against a live axle. Yes, I agree. Do I skeet shoot? No, sir, I do not. Miatas are fun, but the problem is right there. So I drove the last generation of Miata as a loaner car when my 300 was being fixed. Yeah, when my 300 was being fixed, it was teeny. There's a dude that puts diesel engines and everything. Yeah, he's the one that put the Cummins in a Challenger and a Duramax in a Chevy Camaro. That was cool. Boss's son just got a Dodge Dually 6-figure truck to run around town. Ah, one of those bosses. Miatas are like fat chick. Oh yeah, they're fun to ride, but you don't want your friends seeing you. So my buddy, who his dad and him, well, technically, no, it's his dad's dealership. But anyways, the dealership that he owns with his dad, his family owns, we took a BMW Z9, i9, whatever the convertible one is, the girly one. We took one of those in on trade, and he and I had to run down to the other dealership, so we jumped in there together. And I'm not a small guy, and neither is he, so we're sitting there driving around with the top down in this little BMW convertible. What's your biggest caliber gun? 45-70. Thank you, below average. Papa has dealership. No, so there are some people that use nepotism, that is family connections, to not have to work. My buddy, who his family owns the dealership I used to work at, bro, he was in there as much as I was every damn day, working his ass off. Yeah, he did get spoiled because he was working his ass off. Like when he wanted to buy another car, he would sell one of his cars. He would take out a loan. When he bought a Boss 302 that he really wanted, he took out a loan on it. So no, he was actually the least spoiled, wealthy kid I've ever known. What do you think about the new Ranger Raptor? My friend swapped his 3.6 Gladiator for a new Ranger Raptor. I think the Rangers are too small. If they were a little bit bigger, if the Rangers had the same interior volume as the Colorado, they would be fine. But I hate how small they are. What's my favorite gun? 1911s. All right, Mountain Man, stop typing in all caps. My buddy had a drop-top Porsche Booster we would cram in it and cruise. Yeah, the Boxsters are definitely one that'll get you looked at funny. So, 100%. No, we're calling it the Booster from now on. The Colorado's looking good. Been seeing the new ones around. I liked the 15-16 design, especially the ZR2. I thought that was a good design, man. The 3.6, I wish they had dropped the LT1 in there out of the Camaro like they did. Remember the last year of the S10s? They did the crew cab V8s with the LS 5.3. Could you imagine how good a ZR2? It probably would have cannibalized sales from the Chevy Silverados, which is why I know they didn't do it. But an LT1 powered ZR2 crew cab with Fox racing shocks and shiz, that thing would have been insane. 6-liter 350. What are you doing driving around in a 1-ton? Is that your daily? It's not as bad as it used to be. I used to drive around a 95 Chevy 1-ton with an 800-pound steel plate in the back because it rode like crap. Fortnite, 1911s. World War II. Get off my lawn, you damn kiddos. Are the 3.0 Hurricane any good? Is it better than the 3.6 Pentastar? Yes. Everything I've read says it is. The 3.6 Pentastar has head issues, and like I had a 200 with the V6. Yeah, I had one of the only ones ever around, apparently, if you check out the video where I replaced the headlight. And everybody's like, just take out the driver, take out the... You can't do that shit on a V6 because they moved the washer reservoir. Anyways... So, boom. Trying to look at what the power rating was. So, in the RHO, that 3-liter produces 510 horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque from 3,500. And that's on 87 or 89. The high output uses 91. So, it's just crazy how much power you can get out of an engine when you turbo it. I've just never been a huge fan of turbos, but at least an inline 6 at 3 liters is not tiny. Did I drink that whole Coke? Number one, no, it's still some in there. And number two, it's been an entire day, so that's not a whole lot. How do you feel about Diamondback ARs? I just rent and shot one at the range, and they talked me into that for home defense versus a 12 gauge. Diamondback makes pretty solid stuff. It's all mil-spec built. There's mil-spec and commercial. Mil-spec is what you want because there are way more accessories and aftermarket parts for mil-spec. The triggers are fine. They're just standard weight, anywhere from 5.5 to 7 pounds. But it takes every upgrade you can think of if you decide to do anything down the line. But for a sub $600 rifle, Diamondback makes a good rifle. Best pistol iron sight. Usually I would go with something like on a couple of my guns, I got Dawson Precision fiber optic front blacked out rears. I do prefer an adjustable rear. A lot of companies do that factory now. Like the Dan Wesson DWX uses precision Dawson Precision, but they used a .027 fiber optic. It's too small. I need a slightly bigger fiber optic. I'd buy a Taurus SHO if I could find a decent one. I've got one really cheap that's not decent, but it's really cheap. Superchargers are better than turbos. Superchargers are great for torque applications, but superchargers are a parasitic drag on the engine. It actually takes horsepower to turn a supercharger, whereas turbos are free power. Superchargers are also limited. Even if you use a centrifugal versus a screw type, you're still going to be limited in how much power you can make. Yeah, I see police trade-ins. No, I'm talking about my buddy Daniel. He's looking to get rid of his 2016 or 2015. It's got a lot of mileage on it. Needs a thermostat. You paid $450 for the Diamondback. That's an awesome starting price, and you want to doll it up with attachments, dude. That's why you go with that one, because again, it's a great starting platform. It has a decent barrel. The bolt carrier group's nothing to write home about, but it's pretty damn reliable. You don't have to change your buffer spring right out of the box. I'm not 100% sure how well they're going to run suppressed, but I know just for a straight up shooting gun, they're really good. What can I do to fix if my upper is loose from the receiver of my M16A2? Go to a gunsmith, brother. I am not a gunsmith, and if you have loose upper, I mean, if you've got a problem where it's galled out, like if somehow you manage to rattle the shite out of your gun and oblong your holes, you're going to need a gunsmith. You have a Glock 19 with a laser and blackout rears. There you go. Twin turbo aluminum body. For a daily, I'd rather have a turbo drag car or supercharger all day. Yeah, so that's why all the top fuel dragsters, all the most powerful cars in the world in terms of like repeatable drag performance, repeatable performance, use a supercharger. Yes, some of the fastest street cars in the world are turbo, but you're talking 5, 6, 7,000 horsepower engines. They're all supercharged. All the rail dragsters, the 3-second cars, the 4-second cars, those are all supercharged because superchargers are dead nuts reliable for what they produce. Whereas a turbo, you can go. I don't have a class 3 anyway, so it's not going to be suppressed. Oh, there you go, dude. Speaking of gunsmiths, how's FSFR doing? Like I said, last time we spoke, he hasn't answered since my last email. I'm hoping he's doing well. Everybody send your hopes and prayers to FSFR. Also, you guys remember RG? He's still a mod, but do you guys remember RG? And they get rebuilt after every run. Yeah, and it takes less than 30 minutes to completely rebuild a supercharged it. All right, a supercharged engine where it takes, longer to do turbo. DB, I actually disagree with you, because if you remember in Fast and Furious 8 or 9 or 58 or whatever it is, Dom's his Dodge, which had 5,000 horsepower, he could change the spark plugs no problem, and yeah, it was super dead nuts reliable. He could idle it around. It was fine. You don't have to actually rebuild them. They just do it because they're all a bunch of pansies in NHRA. Never heard of her. Look at the screen. Why am I looking at the screen? Which screen do you want me to look at? The one with people typing or the one with me talking on it? Most Twitch guys, they look this way when they're actually reading stuff. They almost never look at the screen. Is this what you wanted, soccer dude? It's what you're getting. Never gonna look at you. Never gonna look at you. Never gonna look at you. Wait, those are guys. What are you talking about now? Hey, all you people that are in here right now, hit the like button for me. Would you just double tap your screens? I need as many likes as I can get. For going off of movies, Die Hard said Glocks don't set off metal detectors. Oh, yeah, because they're ceramic guns or whatever. Yeah. Thank you, doctor. Hey, Don, what's up? Yeah, them ceramic rocks. Yeah. Yep. And people would still believe it. Hello, Landon. How are you? I hope Landon's having a good day. Landon. Fuck no, we're not seeing the AK-47 raw. Last time I had that on my live, the last 2 times an AK has been on my wall, the live got taken down. You know why? Because Google is a bunch of anti-2A jackwagons, and they teach their algorithm to be racist. You heard me, Google. And if you take down the live, then it's freaking proof that you're a-holes. But so no, I will never pick anything up ever again, Mr. Google AI. Is that a 45 Colt Derringer? No, it's 38 Special. Go to Wind City Armory and you'll be able to check it out. Google is scared on AKs. Well, dude, anytime I would put the word AK, AR, or Glock in a title, they always demonetize the videos. You know what they did when I put up the TS2 video? Nothing. It's monetized. You know what they did when I put up the Grandmaster video? Nothing. It's monetized. So screw them. What is the biggest gun? Well, technically, that would be the tank, the train gun from World War II. Your love gun. Freedom Seeds. DB is shooting Freedom Seeds. Hey, Snuka, what's up? Don, the Derringer is in, 38 Special. 38 Special. It's the Rome R17 or RERG17. You like CZs? Me too. The German railgun. Yeah, that's the one. Do I like mozzarella sticks? I don't know how you can turn that into a joke, but yes, sir. I love me some mozzarella sticks. So this place next door to Middletown Firearms is called Italian something or other. And they make excellent mozzarella sticks. Prison pocket sticks. Lols. What kind of rich are you like? I am not rich, Rawl. I wish. I am poor. If I was rich, those guns wouldn't be for sale. Thoughts on Canik? They actually make a very solid gun, very reliable. They had some teething issues when they first started, but they haven't been around as long as some other ones. Originally, they were brought in by Century Arms, but they developed their own network to bring in their own guns. So now Canics, I believe up until the Metas are still sold as Century Arms, but they're building a factory in Florida. Harry, people make fun of my autism. It is quite bad, and I'm quite antisocial. Do you have any advice? Dude, number one, it's going to be hard to take advice from somebody you don't know, but I can tell you as somebody that was muy smarter than I was much smarter than everybody in my classes. I was 4 years younger than everybody in my grade. It's hard to deal with people that are bullies, but you just got to keep telling people, if they don't listen to you, find somebody that will listen to you. Autism is not something that's funny. It's a condition that people live with, and even I am on the spectrum, although I've been medically diagnosed, unlike a lot of people. Basically, anybody on TikTok that says they are on the spectrum is full of shit because they've never sat down with a psychologist. But yeah, when you're on the spectrum and you are antisocial, it's not that you're antisocial, it's just that people suck. It's kind of the reason I do YouTube, is because I don't have to interact with a lot of people. If you talk to Stone, he'll tell you, like, in real life, I'm much more reserved-ish, kind of. Am I? Yeah. What kind of restaurants do you like? Korean food. Do you have an AR-15? Yes. How has your English been holding up? I caught between Springfield and the SDS lineup. Jaden, I sold that English to a really good friend of mine who wanted it for his collection because he wanted a color case hardened one. The quality on it is fine. The Springfield is fine as well. However, I will say that the if you're looking for a high power clone, the Gerson MCP 35 lineup is probably the most accurate reproduction of the gun. The English is fine. It's on English tooling, but it's not quite as close. I could take the parts off of my actual Belgian high power and put them onto the Gerson. The T-Sauce, a lot of the parts would fit, but the slide wouldn't. And the Springfield, the slide doesn't even come close, and a lot of the parts just don't interchange. But they're pretty good. K-Pot is better than I thought it would be. You took your Wrangler to the Nuremberg ring last year. It was terrifying. That sounds awfully expensive. That's crazy. I've got a nice high power. Yeah, you've got an actual Belgian one. I'll get you another one if you need it. I just got a Hellcat Pro. Which trigger do you prefer? If you have any experience between Apex and Tyrant. No experience with Tyrant. Apex is solid. Apex has been making great replacement triggers for factory guns for a long time. Apex will probably be the more well-known one out of the two. Nice new look. What up? This wall is, I mean, I've been in this room for months, so welcome back, dude. Must have been a while since you were here. Once you become rich, tell me you're not leaving us. Dude, I'll never be rich, and even if I was rich, I do this for fun. If you look up where it shows how much money I've made tonight, I'm not a freaking Twitch streamer. I don't make money doing this. Every now and then somebody donates something to me. That's cool, but I don't do this for money. I made $500 last month off of YouTube because I won't bow down and suck the butthole of the almighty Google. Like, these lives aren't even monetized, so they can kiss my butt. Looking at a DB9R for around $458. It's not a bad price, Don, especially for an AR9. Jeep Liberty is better than a Wrangler. Okay. You're broke after the alien. You'll be fine. I got your back. Company might actually make a profit this month, so you'll be fine. What's your race? Usually the Indy 500. Just because it's held in Indianapolis, but sometimes the Daytona 500 is pretty good, although I haven't been a big fan of it since Dale Sr. died. Hey, Bruce, what's up? You like the one on the bottom? That is a pretty cool piece. That is a Tanfoglio or Tanfoglio Appeal. It's a bullpup 22 caliber rifle. It's pretty nice. Daytona. Just look forward to when you talk to Uncle Sam, Stone. What's funny is he actually has an uncle named Sam. I was asking your nationality, smart guy. Went back and paid the ammo store $90 from last time I was in there. They scanned it wrong and undercharged me, thinking about karma, I guess. Well, that was nice of you, Snuka. Am I the only one that likes the whole tariffs idea? You got issues. Picked up the TM 2 days ago, finally. Jesus, it's been sitting in jail that long, huh? I thought Sam was his cousin. Sam Antha. When I smile, it makes noise. The fun is cleaning. I think it's on a cord. There you go. Find out how much I have to donate on the 27th. Fuck that. I don't know shit. Be like me. Lose 41 grand. Got me over here listening to my smile. Why are so many guns short in the pants? A lot of so many guns are short in the pants because people like you with shit grammar. You ran out of receipts. All you have to do is have the receipt for every gun you buy during the year, and then when you go to open your business, you put $100,000 worth of guns into your store. Ish. Anyways, back to my story. You know RG? He hasn't been here in a while. He's been dealing with a lot of physical stuff. He actually reached out to me. Dude actually bought one of my guns. He actually bought my Cajun PO1. I was impressed. Got the wife an MP 1522 for Valentine's Day. Aw, that's so cute of you. Thoughts on new Glock models? There's no such thing. Every Glock is exactly the same. My gun collection might be a hair smaller than yours, like a whole German Shepherd's worth of hair. Nah, you got plenty of guns, dude. Like you said, if you want to know which guns I did have, well, you can ask Stone, because he's got like 20 of them. But if you go back to the beginning of my gun collecting, I have probably 80% of those guns still. Mainly because they were all so cheap, they're not worth selling. Thoughts on the Cybertruck? Screw the Cybertruck. How much for the STI? It's kind of spoken for. But if he wants to let it go, 35 is what I'm probably going to put it up for. It's got 5 mags. What's the most expensive gun you own with attachments? Technically, my custom AR build is the most expensive gun that I own. My custom AR build over the last few years has, if you were to duplicate my gun right now, would be about $4,000. Although that's about what the STI would run for. So I don't have like uber expensive guns. I don't have Atlas Gunworks and Hayes Customs and all that shiz. I don't believe in $7,000 guns. But my build guns have, some of them are in the $4,000. My brother drinks Coke Zero. Well, you know what? It's zero sugar. It's got a lot of sodium, which is where the sweetness actually comes with. They figured out you can put a lot of sodium in there. But according to this, even if you were to drink all of it, which I did, which is 3.5 servings, you only get 14% of your daily dose of sodium. And my sodium is actually low. Carbs are 0%, everything, fat 0%. So everything's good. It's just, you know, I don't drink a lot of carbonated beverages, but I was tired of my mixed drinks. Now to money for me. Yeah, it's a lot of money, unfortunately. I'm going herpes if I had to choose. Nah, I'm going to herpesifigonolitis. That's it. I've heard it said so many ways it changes, but herpesifigonolitis was the way I heard it. TSAS 1911 double duty double stack. I don't recommend TSAS products, mainly because their company is a bunch of well, I'm not going to be rude, but their company won't actually stand behind their product review that I did. So I spent about $1,000 buying their Night Stalker. I spent $100 on a trigger, $190 getting it stippled. So basically I had about $1,100 into one of their Night Stalkers, and it turns out that their forging quality is inferior, at least on the model or the example I had. And when I reached out to them and asked them to send me a new one, they just keep on blowing me off. You can ask DB. I sent him screenshots of what they said to me in the last email from the actual social media manager for TSAS. And quite simply, I just told him, hey man, look, I want you guys to be part of this. I will make a video saying that I was wrong if I'm wrong, but they just keep refusing to talk to me, so I will not promote their product. They real? My tits? Yes. What do you think about 3D printed Glocks? I think regular Glocks are inferior, so I'm not going to trust my life to somebody that built one using PLA. If you think PLA is going to last for a Glock frame, you are insane. Give 3D printers a few more years. I will give 3D printers another 5 billion years. It doesn't matter. You know, there's a reason why companies invest hundreds of millions of dollars in gun research and manufacturing. Just because you can duplicate a file doesn't mean it's going to work. Look at all the South African guns, the Rhodesian Mamba, the Rogak, all those guns that were copies made at a discounted price of a major manufactured gun or a really good gun, and they wind up total trash. That's the same problem with 3D printed guns. Yes, they have the dimensions of the gun. Anybody can do that. If you own a good pair of calipers, you can duplicate anything. But you can't duplicate the manufacturing processes that these companies do, that they invest tens, hundreds of millions of dollars into, or in Glock's case, billions of dollars, because they keep on building the same damn gun over and over. So since you can't match them, why would I trust one? I'm not going to trust a PLA printed lower. How much do you think the typical gun costs to make, and shouldn't be less money with more cut out of the frame? Actually, it costs more money to put cutouts in the frames. The more you modify a standard design, the more expensive it gets. And in terms of how much does it cost to make a gun, that's a really hard thing for me to say accurately. Kind of wish I had the Toyota in my Jeep. Oh, thank you for the donation, brother. If you look at companies that are manufacturing Gen 3 Glock clones, you have companies like Smith & Wesson with the SD9 lineup. They can sell it for under $300, which means that they're making plenty of money. Companies like PSA who can sell them for $230 to $240. Taurus with their version of a Glock clone that's routinely $250. So in terms of manufacturing, it's not that expensive to manufacture. It's expensive to set up tooling and get it right. Do you think we'll ever get constitutional carry across all 50 states, or some sort of universal constitutional carry based on gun laws? No, because as long as it is a state by state case for gun laws, you will never get uniformity. We have 9 states that don't allow suppressors. We have states that don't allow hollow points for carry. We have some states that ban certain guns. So to get to a point where constitutional carry is a 50 state wide reciprocity thing, no. Not unless we repeal the ATF, the NFA, and make all gun laws federally just unregulated. We will never have constitutional carry in all 50 states. No, you had a Toyota instead of your Jeep. Gotcha, JK. PSA Staccato was just on sale. PSA Staccato? Some would say Glock has perfected. Glock has not perfected. I do, Sam. I'm really optimistic for the future of America. Sorry, I'm not. No, as long as politicians are in control, we're screwed. I have not heard of the KS-23. Glock, the gun of the 20th century? Glock is the gun of the 90s. That's the generation it was from. That's the generation it should have stayed. It's 3 a.m. I'll see you later. JK, thank you very much for the donation. Thanks for hanging out, brother. I would say Shadow Systems perfected the Glock clone. I wouldn't. They're not that impressive, man. They have a high price tag, but their clone is no different from a Zev or an OCZ, or an Agency Arms, or even a Wilson Combat Glock. They're all the exact same quality because they're all Gen 3 clones. I would actually probably say that based on having, I need to run a lot of rounds through one, but I'd probably say the Ruger would be a much better value and probably has better build quality than Shadow Systems. Because Shadow Systems is just a clone manufacturer. They don't do anything innovative or original. They just took what the market wanted and made it, which is fine. The market doesn't want to do shiz on their own. They don't have to do it. That's what Shadow Systems is for. But paying $1,000 for a Glock Gen 3 clone is absolutely ridiculous, and you should cry. Paying anything over $700 for a polymer frame gun, you should literally sit down in a corner and think about what you're doing. Actually 80s. Well, yeah, DB, but it really didn't catch on here in America until the 90s. Hey, Drunk, what's up, dude? What's your favorite shotgun? Mossberg 930 Tactical. Seeing lots of issues with shadow systems. They're just not that great. They're just another knockoff. Buddy of mine bought a Shadow Systems and Glock same day. Shadow Systems jammed, Glock didn't. 700 is too much. I agree, but there are some that kind of border in on that. Like some of the technically my X5 Legion is a polymer frame, but it's a tungsten infused polymer frame. That's a $900 gun. But I'd say it's worth it because it has a better trigger and it's a better finish and the slide's better. It's better than the $1,500 Blackout. Paying 4K for a staccato should make you cry. It could. Ew, sick, gross. Shush. FN. I don't recommend any modern 5 Series FN. I highly recommend the FNH, FNS, and FNPs, but I don't recommend anything from the current 5 Series lineup because they have really, really shite plastics. No, I don't have a Glock 19. FNX 45. Yes, I would definitely recommend an FNX 45. I would highly recommend it over the FN 545 100%. Hey, Jax, what's up? Mrs. Mouse got a raise? Dude, that's friggin' awesome, dude. I'm so happy for you guys. Tell her I said congratulations. 38 for an alien's not bad. No, dude, you saved a lot. Local shop to me has an M&P 9 competition for $699. It should be closer to $650, to be honest with you, Don. They come and go all the time. Do I have a revolver? I've got a few. Does FN do a 10 millimeter? Yes, they do the 510. What I don't recommend it. That's the one that blew up on Kentucky Ballistics or broke on Kentucky Ballistics. Serious question: is a 22 long rifle adequate for self-defense? If you have time to get accurate shot placement, you'll definitely do the job on it. Somebody being shot, be it with a 22, a 17 HMR, a 25 ACP, they're going to think about what's going on. Now, 22 long rifle is a rimfire cartridge, inherently not as reliable as a centerfire cartridge. So I don't know if I'd really want to be trusting my life to something in long rifle. And the fact is, again, unless you get good placement for your shots, you're going to have a hard time stopping somebody, especially if they're whacked out on drugs. Smaller calibers are not going to do the job. So it was Kentucky, yes. Boom. You ever find out what happened with the last stream? No. So I talked to multiple people, and they decided that it's still violated, even though I didn't get a warning, I didn't get a strike. There were no penalties because the AI glitched, basically, and said I was holding a gun. And I'm not, YouTube. See, look, all 10 piggies. They said I was holding a gun. And even though one of their agents reviewed it and said, yeah, I can clearly see you're not holding the gun, but you filed an appeal, so we have to wait for that. The internal team said, screw it, we're going to go get a falafel, obviously because they're not here because their response was at 5 o'clock in the morning. And they went ahead and upheld it. But again, I got no warning, no penalties because obviously I didn't actually screw up. Their algorithm did. Are those legal weapons? No, 100% illegal. That's why I'm live streaming with them. That's why I have AI Can Kiss My Booty as the title here. It's 9 o'clock Friday here on the East Coast. Why are all the 6-year-olds up? Is that the other side of the 22 bullpup? Yes, so it's a fully ambidextrous bullpup rifle, and I can't remember which gun it is, but it's super easy. You literally just pull out the charging handle, pop it on the other side, and then there's a little cover that has a roll pin, and you can just swap that to the other side, and you can go right or lefty with it. Do you get people on the phone or email? Email and through the chat line. I have a couple of avenues that I use to get to more people. Woody, but it's still a pain in the ass. What's the bullpup at the bottom? That is a Tanfoglio Appeal. It's a bullpup 22 long rifle. It looks nice. It's pretty cool. Thoughts on M&P 2.0 all metal. It's a little expensive for what it is. If that gun had come to market at about $700 and not $900, it would have done a lot better. I could see $700 for the 5-inch version, or even the comp version, the all metal 2.0 comp. It's just too expensive for what the gun is. You might be coming to the East Coast in March. You will let me know. Nice, dude. OnlyFans. I may wind up having to do OnlyFans. Like I said, I'm 10K short of being comfortable, and since I can't work a second job, I am forced to deal with my damn life. I have 2 appointments with 2 different online processors to see which one is going to give me the best deal for processing. And I have already sold 1 gun due to online, and hopefully I will get a few more. Hey, let's look at my website. Make sure it's up and running. So I got my street signs in, so that's good. Yeah, so if you go to wincityanarmory.com right now, there's only like 1, 2, 5, 8, 11. There's like 14 guns up there right now, and we're working on getting more up as we go. What's up, McManus? Any experience with Zenith version of the MP5? Yes, the Zenith version is pretty good. I actually prefer the PTR myself over the Century Zenith PTR trio. But the Zenith is probably the better one of the 3, but I prefer the PTR because you get more stuff with it, and it has the rail already welded to the top. You're 100K short of being comfortable. Yeah. Website's nice. Thank you. Damn, that one looks like a hail gun, doesn't it, though? Best PCC in your opinion? CMMG Banshee. Are you selling rifles at the store? I will be. So I've got the AK and a 3040 crack up on there right now. I need to, unfortunately, like I said, since I can't work, that cut, a few grand this month out of my paychecks. So I'm not going to be able to do as much, but my buddy over at Bears is going to hook me up with a few things, and I need to order like some 1022s and Henrys. Fish, what's up? Is pricing better on that brand? On which brand? What's your opinion on the new bullpup chassis they released at SHOT Show? I really didn't pay any attention to them, to be honest with you. I don't mess too much with bullpup stuff. I know I've got 2 of them up there, but I honestly, I don't have an opinion, Leia's dad. Sorry. Risk creating new weapons is that the criminals will get a hold of it. Considering what's already out there, the risk is worth it. So, criminals don't get their hands on new stuff. Criminals get their hands on whatever they can get their hands on, which is why they usually settle for knockoff stuff, 3D printed guns, switches that are homemade, crappy, Glock 27s with ETS mags, Pro mags, ETS mags. The reason those companies exist is because they are the, fucking grape Kool-Aid of gun manufacturers. They know that a less affluent buyer is going to buy their stuff because it's cheap, and then they're going to put it in the shittiest guns they can find. That's why you see a Taurus G3 with a 30-round mag that has 7 rounds in it. Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. We were talking about... Sorry, my brain floats around, brother. The PTR is usually the cheaper. Believe it or not, is probably just a little bit more than the Century, but way less than the Zeniths. He is right. Yeah, I am right. And it's kind of sad that I am, but yeah. It floats. Everything floats in the dark. Yeah, so we're an hour in. You guys can do me a big favor. Double tap your screen if you hadn't. Hit the like button. Just helps the channel grow. Shows Google, who I'm already having problems with their goddamn AI because they thought I was holding something when I'm not. Look at that. Nothing. You sons of bitches. But anyways, it proves to them that they can promote me and stop, telling me that I'm holding guns when I'm not, because they're a bunch of dickbags. Oh, Minnesota. Do I offer the PTR on your site? I don't have full new gun stuff on the site yet. I'm still working with Gearfire to get that set up. If you call my store, just Google Wind City Armory in Winchester, Virginia. You can call me tomorrow. That just goes to my store's phone, and I'll answer it tomorrow. I can get you hooked up if you're really looking for one. Holla, Mr. Quiarga. Bag of dicks. Eat them. I was there for that. I was bullcrap. Yeah, exactly, man. Luckily, it was at the 2 hour and 58-minute mark, so it was only 2 minutes before I would normally end the stream anyways. But yeah, that's twice they've done that when I've had an AK behind me. There will never be another AK behind me. Honestly, man, I think it was because of the AK. I don't know last time they did you. Yeah, so I had that Century Arms BFT with the bulge front trunnion, and I kind of put my finger towards it, and that ended a live stream. But they claimed that I had a child unattended on a live stream because they were, again, coming up with bullshit reasons to pull down my live stream. But yeah, AKs do not belong on my live streams. What up from San Antonio? Hey, San Antonio, how you doing? I lived in Killeen for a long time. Love the guns. Holy Wall. You love the guns. Thank you, Lankin. You can always tell when people are doom scrolling, because I'll get like 50 people at once. Would rather buy from you. Yeah, like I said, just give me a shout tomorrow, or send me an email, windcityarmory@gmail.com. And it has to be, if you're in state and it is a pistol, you can come get it from me. If it's out of state and you want the pistol length, then it has to be shipped to your FFL. Me and my dad own a lot of guns and firearms. That's awesome, Lankin. I can't comment on your vids. A lot of people can't, and I don't know why. It has nothing to do with your mod status. YouTube is just a bunch of jackasses. Sorry. Google is. Favorite on the wall tonight. Favorite on the wall tonight? I don't have one up there tonight because I sold my PO1. Big Dick McDick Dick. Right there. Not touching it. I'm way in the foreground, you motherfathers. Mako, Colt 1911. Okay. You got to actually write a question, my friend. Just typing a type of gun is not going to get me to just... I have no reason to read it, brother. That's just going to be something we all read. I appreciate it, but I don't know what to do with that. No, if I touch a gun, the live ends. I have a shotgun. That's awesome, Kelly. Hey, quick question. M110 or an HK28? Hold on. I don't have experience with either one, so I'm going to look at them real quick. So that's cool. DMR system or an M1110. Again, I really don't have an opinion between the two of them because they just look like stuff I can't afford. I'd probably go with the M1110 or M110. All right, we'll see you in a minute, Mouse. Who is Mantis? I can't comment on the shorts for whatever reason. Yeah, it's crazy. Brib. Who's Mantis? I didn't even see that one. Anywho. Somehow you've got to have your... I don't, dude, because I get thousands of comments a day, man. It's not me. It's you fools. I've noticed that the people with the most problems commenting on my videos are old white men. Not an influencer. By the way, when this starts getting a little foggy and fuzzy, I feel better. So I'm really think it might be ocular. I don't though, because I can comment on everyone else's. It's only your channel for whatever reason. You're an uppity old white man. You probably use words that are banned, like trash or poor They're not banned. The SAR 9 SOCOM, thoughts? The multicolored ones, they're pretty cool. They're nothing fancy. They're just a SAR 9 with different grip modules, but SAR 9 is a solid ass gun. I'd highly recommend it if you find a good deal on one. Wait, I'm not old. You got 3 kids and a wife, dude. You're old. You may not be biologically old, but you're old, old man. You're done procreating. You're done. You could die right now and you've fulfilled your duty as a man. Favorite pistol, 1911s. I've been able to comment on your shorts. A lot of people have, dude. DB comments on a lot of my shorts. Always the case, especially the World War I pirates. Have I been to war for the United States? No, I have never been a member of the armed forces, and I am not in law enforcement. That's all true because I hate communists. Congrats on the shout out from... What shout out from RIA? Any thoughts on the Ruger RXM? I'm going to get one and put it through its paces, but with my vertigo spells, dealing with my navigator needing transmission work and all the other shiz I've been going through for the last few weeks, literally, honestly, buying things for myself and for the channel have not been on my platter. Like I said, I literally can't work a second job right now, so I can't make the extra money I was trying to make in order to get all my shit out of pawn, and I just had to drop 2K to get stuff out that had timed out, so... Nope. I unsubbed and disliked. Yeah, I don't care, DB. Where do I fall in the old category? You're old. Man, you've come a long way. I've been following you since car reviews. Keep up the hard work. Cody, thank you. Yes. So for those of you that don't know, before I started doing the gun videos, I was actually a video game hunter and a car reviewer because at the dealerships I worked at, on my lunch break, I would grab a car, drive it around, film it using my Note 2, edit it on the phone, and upload like one car review every day. The only time I didn't was when I was doing like a longer review, like when I drove a Corvette from Virginia Beach. This was when the C7s were just coming out, and I drove one from Virginia Beach back up to Winchester, or actually Leesburg. So... Does your store buy guns? Yes, we do. Have you had any suspected ATF undercovers in your store yet? No, I have not. I hope to get one, though. All my documentation is in order. All my guns are locked up when the store is closed. I have alarm systems and cameras, so they can come in. And if you are in any way hinky, I ain't selling your ass a gun. Who's on top in the OnlyFans? Dude, if you guys want to pay me a shit ton, well, it gets worse than that, Cody. I'm also having fainting spells where I'll pass out. I don't drive if I have an episode in the morning, and I'm going to have a bunch of them during the day. If I can get through part of the morning and I haven't had an episode, I can drive a little bit. But as soon as I feel bad, I'm pulling over and parking. It was pretty bad the other day, but I'm not going to risk my safety or anybody else's. But, dude, it's getting bad. Saw your channel featured on an email I got from Rock Island Arsenal. It was a Rock Island T22D. Oh! Nice! I'm going to have to reach out to them. Because if they're using my video without my... I mean, I guess they could use a few seconds of it. But I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to ask if they want to do some work with me. Dude, if they liked my video enough to send it out to somebody, I'm down. Hold on, I'm looking at their shiz. Sweet. Yeah, I'm going to reach out to Rock Island. My first gun was actually a 1911, which I might have said, I don't know, I'd have to see it if you can link me to it. Yeah, we're good for a few seconds. DB, we're good. Old confirmed, yeah. Let's see, I forgot about the game halls. Yes. Desert Man, if you could email that to me, like forward on your email, that'd be cool. I'd love to see that because I'd love to talk to him. Virginia is for rubbers. Dude, they bareback. That's why everybody has 10 kids. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, I'm catching up here. From Hagerstown, Maryland. Where's your store? Near Winchester? Yes, I'm in Winchester itself. If you go to Google, it has my address on there. Just look up Wind City Armory in Winchester, Virginia. Let's see. Contemplating getting a Moxie 45. Can you help me decide? I'm a big fan of 1911s. So the Moxie is okay. It actually shoots hollow points pretty well, which impressed me. The grip doesn't feel that good. If you look at my video, you'll see that I heavily modified one. Who stole the content? Rock Island used my content, but if they did it in an advertising aspect, I'll have to see. That's why I'm hoping Desert will send me the copy of it. Literally came in here to tell you I got the same email. Yeah, if somebody can send that to me, go through your emails and forward it to me. I'd love to see that. I'd hear it's legal in Virginia for your cousin to marry your mom. That's West Virginia, Zaxxon. That's like how Nevada is free and California is made up of cucks. I have one and hard pass. Did you get any of that snow that hit Virginia Beach? Nope, not at all. The finish is insanely bad. On what? Jiminy, it's been a while. Do you remember me? The name is familiar, Cash. I do apologize. I talk to a lot of people, so I'm not always remembering stuff. But yeah, if you can send that to the Jiminy Show at gmail.com, dude, I'd love to see that email. Oh no, I'm on a roll. My payment history is good. Yeah, no shit. I pay my bills. Somebody sent it to me. Hang on a second. See what others are saying. First look. Oh, God, they actually put my entire video on there. I mean, they're linking to me, so that's good. That would explain why it gets some videos. All right, thank you. Whoever for the guy that sent that to me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, your Moxie? Dude, yeah, I agree. I ripped the shit out of mine. McManus comes in with a $20 happy birthday, perpetuating a stupid ass thing. You got a brace for your Scorpion for $80. Nice. Let's see it. Hold on, I'll put a link to the thing. All it is just a link. It says see what others are saying about it. I smell a paycheck. We'll see. I got about 300 through the forward that email along. All right, hang on a second. More forward. So I'm only going to send it to the people I actually have on here. So him. McManus, you're getting it. Stone, you're getting it. There you go. Don't say the name of the sender. Just look at it. So, it's your birthday. It's not. What's my favorite concealed carry pistol? You're going to laugh at this. My favorite carry concealed pistol is my 1911 full size. Dang, I didn't get it. Oh, yeah, shit, DB. No, I've got your email. I'm sending it to you. My bad. I'm an asshole. Sorry. God, I guess I'm going to have to split some of this with frickin' my boy Bruce, though, since he's the one that... Oh, shit. DB, send me an email. I always hate finding your goddamn email. Is that a P90 XAR? Not even close, my good size. 1911 full size, you rock. Thank you. I thought you were going to bed, JKU. Sorry, 1911. What am I, chopped liver? I just said my boy Bruce, who let me borrow the gun, didn't I? I was in the middle of saying it. DB wants the whole thing, not just the tip. Now I can tell my friends I know a famous person. Nah, don't ever call me famous. I'll kick in the ding ding. Why is it not finding your email, DB? DB. Ooh. Put a gun inside my head. Sometimes feel like... Really? Is it the Yahoo web address thingy? Hold on. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Carry on, carry on. Nothing ever matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Thought I was going to bed too, but here we are. Thank you. Sorry I missed it. Who's sharing your video? Rock Island is put my entire video on their website. Should I intentionally blow the motor on my Jeep so I can have an excuse to put in a V8? I'm not saying you should do it. You can in no way take what I say as an endorsement about whether or not you should blow up your engine so you can put in a V8. I am not here to tell you what to do. Oh, hold on. I knew what was going to happen the minute I stopped. Video isn't frozen. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was stupid of me. Yeah, that's it. I sent it to you, DB. You'll see it in a second. That was dumb, dude. Shut up. Did Stone show you? Hey, McManus. Yeah, McManus saw it. You almost blew a trainee twice. Oh, but you didn't have the $5. That's awesome. Oh, is that the OM606 IA6 turbo? Nah. V8, bro. You're going Jeep. If you're not going to build a straight inline six, go with the V8. Oh. Look, I never claimed to be smart. I said I'm very intelligent, but I'm also quite stupid. Favorite 12-gauge shotgun? Mossberg 930 Tactical. Next question. Simple, easy. It's a sub-$1,000 semi-auto that's very reliable and has a lot of options for extending mag tubes, and you can put different barrels on it, and you can put really big bolt releases. They're really cool. 6-liter LS will make you happy. Yeah, it will. Most intelligents are. Yes, that is true. The smarter we are, the stupider we get. My friend said I should put a 1.9-liter TDI in my Suzuki Samurai. That would actually be kind of cool. Mossberg 930 is superior on Mossberg. Agreed. If you put too much power through your stock Jeep axles, you get the upgrade again. Sounds like a dare. The Beretta 1301 Tactical. The Beretta 1301 Tactical is an excellent shotgun. I think that the 930 still gives a better value because it's a sub $1,000 shotgun. Also doesn't have pretentious Italian thinking. And I like Beretta. I've got a lot of Berettas. Who has the extended tube for the 930? The JM Pro version of the mag tube. I can't remember who has it. It might have only been through Mossberg, but I have the 7-rounder on mine. 6-liter LS makes me happy in the Escalade. Jesus, the gas you use, bro. He says as he's driving a Navigator L with just a 5.4-liter 3-valve. So I'm driving the 5.4-liter 3-valve. It only makes 310 horsepower and 360 foot-pounds of torque. My Charger made 390 foot-pounds of torque, and it was a ton lighter. What's the carbine on the bottom of your pegboard? Also, happy birthday. Necro, thank you very much. It's not actually a carbine because there is no longer barrel version of it. That is a bullpup Italian, see, Tanfoglio Appeal. It's pretty cool. You get 13 miles per gallon. That's not bad. So I've got the 5.43 valve with the 6-speed, the 6R60, which just got a full transmission service and a new lead frame for it because they don't use a TCM. They use only a lead frame, which is run by the PCM, which, by the way, I was right. I was telling them, they're like, oh, well, if it's driving, I'm like, it's driving mechanically. So it doesn't use a TCM. It uses the lead frame and the valve bodies. It was mechanically running through the mechatronic valve body. That was it. Boo, boo, hoo, hoo. I'm in Cali, 449 yesterday. Dude, I was out in Manassas. It was 309 for regular, 446 for 89, and I was in the Challenger, and I had to put 91 in it. It was $5 a gallon. Got a 4.63 valve in the wife's Mustang Vert, 2006 TKO. Nice ride, gets down. I'd rather have the 4.6 than the 5.4, honestly. You can do more to the 4.6 than you can the 5.43 valve. The new BMW M5 is a heavy girl that weighs more than the aluminum body F150. Yeah, it is. Is that a P90? Nope. It is a Tanfoglio Appeal. Is that a Keltec up top? Yep, it's the KS7. What's a good choice for somewhat budget optic on an AR? Go with the Romeo 5 red dot. It's raised up. You can put a 3x magnifier behind it if you want to, or you can just run the red dot. The red dot is good out, by itself. You can hit 100, 150 yards, but add the 3x magnifier, and you'd be good to go. Would your store buy an SKS? It's possible. I'd have to see the thing. What's the Derringer? That is the Rome RG17 38 Special revolver. Thinking about picking up a 590 retrograde. That's a good choice. I love the look on those. I can't talking about selling on YouTube. Yep. She got AM Racing Outlaw muffs. Super loud. Dude, that sounds like an amazing car. I wonder how much the M5 can tell. Probably like 2,000 pounds because it's not rated for it like the Cybertruck isn't. Got a green one for the wife. There you go. Yeah, you could also run the 510. I think it's the 510 Hollow Sun, and that'll be a good choice. Why do I have so many guns in the background? Because I'm an enthusiast. I made some fried chicken and homemade mac and cheese. Nice. Legend lime with big black stripes. Jesus, that's actually a hard color to find. Yes, you can dip your nuts wherever you want. Ammo, what's up, dude? I see you're not on your official, so did that one get hit again? Watch a short of a guy shooting a Cybertruck door. Oh no, the Cybertruck is what it is, but like its tongue weight, like they cracked, like Whistling Diesel cracked the frame on it when he jumped it, and then he couldn't tow with it. I cannot do the basement guy. Hey, Steven from Texas, what's going on? What's my favorite rifle? My Winchester model 1894 and 3030. It was my grandfather's. Hey, Fortnite kid. It's hibernating till April. Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry. She loves it. Loves me. Long time for getting it for her. Yeah, sorry, dude. Like I said, my live got killed, but they knew it was a sketchy pull because they did not in any way strike me or warn me. So, name of the optics one more time. Sig Sauer's Romeo 5 or the Hollow Sun 510. Awesome 3030. Thank you, sir. Glock 26 is crap. Yes, I agree, no name. Do you have any tips for frying a turkey? Because last I ruined my countertops and floor last night. Do it outside, do it in the grass, do it away from your house. What kind of suppressor do you use for your handgun? I currently only own one suppressor, and it's a 9mm can, and it's that one. That is an Osprey 9 2.0 for 9mm. Is it bad that I do 95 on 35-inch Mickey Thompsons on the Autobahn every day to work? No, as long as the tires are in good shape, that's fine, dude. Just make sure the tires are in good shape, because once you get tread separation on big tires, whoo, that does not feel good. I had to drive my sister's Nissan Leaf home for her. I got a day. I'm not mad at it for not having an engine. Dude, those things are so fun. Crank that wheel as far as it can and just slam on the frickin' gas pedal, the accelerator, and that thing will just sit and do donuts all day long. Read the ML. Guess what, Jimmy? You're officially an influencer now. Rock Island. Did they call me an influencer? Oh, I'm suing them just for that shit. Hold on. I'm reading the thing. So there was a featured blog, more content from the archive, double take, shit, influencer feature. Dude, if they were talking about anything, they should have been talking about the damn baby rock I did. I've done the BBR 45 caliber 3-inch gun, and it's got 175,000 views. That is hilarious. Let's see. I want to talk to them. Oh, there's a phone number. I'm calling them tomorrow. McManus, it's awesome, says influencer feature. I might be an influencer. I'm not a YouTuber. I think she sold me on getting one for fun. I was thinking the same thing you were. Lol. I hate the Baby Rock, only gun I ever sold. Shish. Know anything about the new CZ Shadow 2 Target 6-inch? Yes, I really want one, but they're all sold out already. You got to wait for the next run. It's going to probably be 5 to 6 months. Influencer, YouTuber, potato. Tell Rock Island I want a TAC Ultra and 10mm for using your video, please and thank you. Lol. It's not enough that you have a TS2 and a TS Orange? You need more? Stop being greedy, fucker. What's your favorite fun? My favorite fun is usually when I'm tickling myself while I'm sitting in the bathroom. I know the reliability on the Jeep Gladiator sucks, however, I think they probably would have sold more if they sold a short bed two-door model. Well, if they sold a short bed two-door model, you basically would have had an original JK and they didn't want to cannibalize themselves. Those were gifts. One from you and one from Stone. Lol. Biggie. I mean, gun. Yeah, I know. I was just messing with you, dude. My favorite gun is actually the 1911 platform. I actually prefer modernized 1911s with ambi control, skeletonized hammers, skeletonized adjustable triggers. Gerson is actually sending me their new Match X. This is my birthday gift from Rock Island. Lol. Wait, you get a birthday gift? Let's get a one in chat if McManus can get a Lago Alien loaned to him. I'm gonna add my own thing. Here's a 4. Why would you want him to break the Lago next? Yeah, exactly, Roy. How you been, brother? We're going back to the Gladiator conversation. Over the past 20 years, two-door Jeeps have made 10% of all the Jeep regular sales. Yeah, well, I mean, I love the M206. Yeah, but it's, it's a 200 plus, so it's forgiven. Dude, did my quality just drop to ass? Hang on a second. Stone's homie broke the TSO. I'm the great human who went out of my way to fix it on my own. Lol. I like how I'm the one that had to pay ship a gun to you. How about stop going to the gun range and get on the treadmill, put down the junk food? Wow, No Name got ripped like 30 minutes ago and finally came back with something. How about stop stealing other people's pictures? Is that Gene Wilder? Or are you just stupid? Any chance to pre-order the CZ Shadow 2 Target 6-inch? No, because it was actually listed before SHOT Show and gone before SHOT Show. RSR listed them before SHOT Show even happened. So yeah, that's one of those things where you just got to kind of maybe find a like Sportsman's or Guns. I can't get one for you. I'm too new. Been going to meetings Mondays and Wednesdays nights. I know I missed a lot. It's all right, dude. Stopping in once a week is plenty. The live was killed at the 3 hours anyways. JK, you're going to bed? All right, dude. Well, thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate it. Hello from England. Hello, Denise. How are you tonight? Oh, this late morning. Is it morning where you are? I have no issue sending you the Alien McManus. You want to play with it? Stone, can I suggest that you receive 2 other guns back before you send your Lago? Just saying. I want a chance to keep your shit. So, when McManus sends both of the CZs to me, then you can send the logo to me, and then I will never talk to any of you again. Shit, you know where I live. Never mind. Do you think the Shadow 2 can outshoot my TSO? No. I think the TSO is a better trigger than the Shadow. Why do you have prop guns on the wall? You don't know what prop actually means, do you? Prop doesn't mean fake. Prop in the industry for which you are referring to it is property guns. Those are guns that are owned by the company. They are still real guns, whether or not they fire a blank or a real cartridge. So, nice try. It's very early morning. Well then, top of the morning to you. I know that's England. They wanted to separate from you, but you wouldn't let them. One of the CZs is mine. Yeah, send them back anyways. I didn't have enough time with it, even though I forgot to mail it for 3 weeks. What's the cost to turn the logo into a deep blue Smurf color? I got a can of Krylon. The McManus residence is for receiving firearms, not shipping. Lols. I'm just a halfway house for everybody. That's fine. I get to make videos and then my shit gets stolen by Rock Island. I know exactly what I said and I meant by what I said. You, however, didn't answer the question. No, because you thought you were being funny. And I did answer the question. They're not prop guns. So I can't answer your question because the guns to which you are referring are not what are on my wall. Because you don't understand what the word prop gun means. So I did answer your question. You asked a question that is unanswerable because I don't have any prop guns behind me. So, especially since you just doubled down and said you meant what you said and called them prop guns, I have no prop guns. What's the disadvantage of short 22 gadgets? Less shot and power? What do you mean short? Oh, you mean guns and short? 22 short? 22 short, if you're wearing a thick enough leather glove, you could probably stop it from coming out of the barrel. Can't we all just get along? Sure we can. Just like that. So, 12 gauge short, like the short shells, that's just to maximize the number that you can get into a gun. Alex Baldwin used a prop gun. Yes, he did. In my opinion, what pistol brand has your favorite trigger? Well, just in general, any 1911 will have a better trigger unless it's like a Cali or a Massachusetts compliant one. Will have a better trigger than any other gun on the planet out of the box. But in terms of straight up trigger feel, Wilsons are really solid. Les Bears are super solid, and Nighthawk Customs are amazing. How much did your prop guns cost? As previously said, House, I don't have any prop guns. They don't have Cali trigger restrictions. That is true, and I apologize. It's just a lot of Cali guns meet Massachusetts rules. So Massachusetts guns are typically going to be found on the Cali roster. So, for example, a Massachusetts compliant 1911 has to have a 10.5 pound trigger. PDP has the best striker fire trigger. I will agree to that. I will say that my 320 X5 had a great trigger pull, but it had a horrible reset. I don't know if my buddy would touch it to color it. Give it to me, I'll throw it down range so it has to be color changed. Are they real guns? Yes, they are actually all real guns. Nice try, DB. You know that any kind of word like that will trip me up. And I'm not saying it because I just got back from my lives being suspended because they thought I held a gun. Now, if they think I say a racial slur, I'm gonzo. What do I look for in a trigger? So I prefer a short travel to the wall. The wall is where the trigger stops moving before the trigger breaks. I like a short break action. So I don't want it to have to pull. So when you pull it and it breaks, I don't want to pull it like 10, 12 millimeters back. I just want to go dink, dink, dink. That's it. Done. And I want a really good reset. I want a reset that's at the wall, not past it. I want a reset that forces your finger out to it, which is why I love the 1911 so much. 70th like. Kyle, what's up, dude? How you doing, brother? Appreciate that one. Pink Floyd, good album. Thank you. the wall. Dink, dink, dink. 3-stage. Oh, by the way, Overton Windex just did a video where he confirmed and conceded that the CZP-10 has the best trigger between the Glock and the C10. The CZP-10 versus the Glock, he actually prefers the CZ trigger after expounding for the last 2 years how Glock is preferred. That's OnlyFans content. What kind of bolt carrier group should I get that you have to get a lot more than just a bolt carrier group, son. ADBMFGT FORTP bleep bloop. Big F and whoop, everything has a better trigger than Glock. Nah. Los Angeles gun store has a P10C bundle for $3.99. Not a Glock hater. I have a Glock tattoo. It just, everybody needs to acknowledge that Glocks need a lot of work to make them usable. Nerf gun have better trigger than Glock. Agreed. Glock is the only gun that I routinely hear people say, what should I change on it as soon as I buy it? Unlike and I've been selling guns for 5 years. Absolutely 100% hand to Yahweh, I have only heard that about Glocks. What should I change to make it better? I have never seen anybody pick up a Canic, an FN, a CZ, freaking High Point and say, what should I change to make it better? Well, sir, you're about to spend $640 for an optics cut Gen 5 Glock 19, sir. The next thing you need to do is get rid of the shitty plastic sights on your $640 Glock 19 and put a set of steel sights on it. I can set you up. It's $119. Then you need to take your shit trigger out of it, your $640 polymer frame handgun, and change it with at least a $100 Steel City Arsenal. Then you need to change your recoil spring because it's shit. And it just keeps going down the line. When you have to change the major components that make your gun a gun to make it a good gun, it's not a good gun. They're like 04 Civics, everybody fucks with them. Yes, again, because if you don't, they're shit, boring things. That's a great example. Thank you, DB. A 2004 Civic EX, even with the manual transmission, it's boring ass shite. You have to modify it. No, there is no bolt carrier group that can cross over to 410 because 410 doesn't fit in an AR-15 barrel. So you need to change your entire upper, as well as you're probably going to have to get a different lower. Damn, Joe, tell us how you really feel. Sorry. No, Jesus doesn't save because it's proved in the Bible that he likes Hondas because the 12 apostles arrived in an Accord. Shit's going to hit the fan when ICE shows up at this guy's house. Why would ICE show up at my house? I'm probably more of a citizen than you are. AKs or ARs or why? No, ARs because modularity, way easier to convert calibers and way better. Keep red down on my PCC, my Strybog, and my shotgun, but I use iron sights on my EDC. There's nothing wrong with that, Snuka. Being able to train with both is awesome. I know dudes that have been shooting irons for so long they refuse to go to optics because they literally would have to rethink how to shoot. I ran in that when I had my LASIK done, when I had my eyes done. I literally lost my ability to shoot with my left eye. I had to retrain my eyes to be able to shoot anything. I will say now that I am a lot better, actually better than I used to be, because long-range shooting requires not just sighting, but also the picture, so front sight and kind of your target. And I'm able to now, because my eyes are fucked up, fuzz out this one, no problem. Best block rant in show history. Thank you, Todd. I'm so scared to get LASIK. Dude, if it goes perfect, you're probably fine. But I literally, I want you guys to watch a show called High Potential. It's on Hulu. It's actually on another channel, but it's broadcast on Hulu. Um, if you watch that show, you'll know what my brain is like. That's how I'm able to identify problems with cars so easily, and problems with people, and problems with things, and identify things. Yes, I'm a freaking retard, but I'm also super duper smart. So basically, when they were doing my LASIK, the right eye, everything felt good. But right before they laid the lens back down, so they peel up your lens, they laser the shit out of your stuff, and then they put your lens back down, I felt my eye shift when they laid the lens back down, and I told them, and they were like, oh, you're fine. And here it is 19 months later, and I have to get it redone. It's called autism, dude. I am on the spectrum. I wouldn't call myself autistic because I can actually interact with people. So I don't have Asperger's. I don't have like a typical one. But I've talked about this before. If many of you realize, been in here before, and we can go over it, I don't understand how food can last. I don't eat with a big spoon. I literally eat with a teaspoon. I can't stand large utensils. I keep no food in my house because, again, I don't understand food being good for multiple days. So any food I keep in my house, I'll literally eat it. I ate an entire head of lettuce yesterday because I was afraid it would go bad. Yeah, my brain is fucked up. I'm a tard and I'm not smart. You'll be all right, brother. How's it going with our finger? How's it going? Hey. Oh, god damn. How is the Gerson Influencer X so far? So it's had 2 range trips. The first range trip I had to adjust. It didn't fire 100% consistently because of the grip safety, which I actually talked about in the unboxing video. But I fixed that. It was just a bend in the rear main spring, and it's fine now. The second trip, it ran flawless. The gun runs awesome. My LASIK went perfect and has lasted 20 plus years. Love you. You're back now. Nice. The show is called High Potential. It's actually based on a French book called High Potential Individual. It's an actual diagnosed thing where spatial reasoning and recollection and things like that. That's how when you guys are talking about shit, and a lot of times I can just pull it out of my ass. It's because I read about it whenever, and a lot of times I remember that shit. Other than food and fridge, none of it is weird. Okay. If you're like me. Is that a bullpup shotgun? Yes, that is the Keltec KS7. It's a good bullpup. It sucks because it's a bullpup, but it's a good bullpup. Do I like the Mary Jane? No, but I named my Lincoln Mary Todd. And if you don't get that reference, get a history book. I need you to get soldier surgery too. I need to get soldier surgery too. I don't want to do that either. Just shoot Ambi. It went so good you can't even spell Larzik now. From a very young age, I was able to pick up on minor details of cars, and now I learned to tell different model of cars. So when I was younger, my dad had tons of magazines all over, both porn and cars. Whenever we do long road trips and a car's behind us, I can just look in the mirror and tell you what the car is. It's kind of like a play on the Mitch Hedberg joke. I can look at a car's headlight and tell you exactly which way it's coming. So I can look at a car's headlights or taillights. That's all I need in the dark, and I can usually tell you what kind of car it is, even modern cars. I actually helped my mother, who was a lawyer. She was a paralegal, and she was head of negotiations for an insurance company, because this guy that claimed he couldn't do anything was hauling a brand new truck on the back of his brand new truck when he shouldn't have been doing anything. But then he deleted that, but somebody had a picture and they needed to identify it. So I literally was able to identify the truck on the trailer as what it was, even with no lights on in the dark on the back of a dually. High school's people I was in a spectrum. I really don't like people and only care about stuff I want to learn about. So neurodivergence or neurodiversity or people being on the spectrum, it's too widely used. So being able to hyper-focus, that's just really, that's commitment to yourself, and maybe you don't like people. Not all people on the spectrum are that way. There's tons of people on the spectrum that love people. So just not being socially adept or being able to hyper focus on one subject, that doesn't automatically put a person on the spectrum. That's why I hate TikTok and I hated Vine. Vine, luckily, was so short you couldn't get to the words neurodivergent. But frickin' TikTok is full of these idiotic, stupid teenagers who just say, oh, I'm neurodivergent because I can't concentrate. And if I have an espresso, I want to eat a puppy. You know, people like that just, it's not, unless you actually get a medical diagnosis from a psychologist who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and upwards of 12 years of schooling, you can't call yourself neurodivergent. You can call yourself an idiot, and that would be accurate, but you can't call yourself neurodivergent just because you read it on WebMD. And I'm sorry. I'm not downplaying anybody that is actually neurodivergent. I'm just saying if you are an idiot, you're an idiot. If you're not, you're not. But don't claim you are when you aren't, and don't claim you aren't when you are. And also, I'm doing 3 things, so my brain is going too fast. Also, my Wi-Fi is being an asshole. So, I'm catching up. Give me a second. I'm ADHD. I don't make excuses for myself. Yeah. Plus, I think I ate paste in school. Paste back in the day when we were younger, DB, was perfectly fine, totally edible. I tested for spectrum stuff, and they said I'm not acoustic. You're audio divergent. Screw you, I'm special. Find Joe, I'm an idiot. What's the shotgun or rifle off in the left top corner? It's a non-firing replica of a Winchester Model 1886. What? You want to eat a puppy? I didn't say me. I said all these kids that claim they're neurodivergent and they think that they can use that as an excuse to be idiots. Meow. Yeah, see, I'm also Asian. I eat any 4-legged friend. I am not just a cow eater. I will eat your dog.
If it's hot dog variety and in a bun. Lols.
Dogs are fine dining. Believe it or not, there are so many cultures that eat dog. And yes, it's hard to look at an animal that's going to be slaughtered and eaten for food, but dude, some cows are really cute. Like super hot. Like freaking sexy. Like if I'm going to be a beef beater. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. But no, to a lot of cultures, like to practicing Hindi that believe cows are sacred. If some people don't eat animals just because of like Seventh-day Adventists don't eat animals of cleft hoof. You know, they don't eat pig, things like that. So there's all kinds of people that eat different things. What gun is that at the bottom? That is a Jennings J22, and that is a Tanfoglio Appeal. Yeah, but are they good cultures? Well, when they're not trying to kill everybody. What kind of Asian? Korean. As it turns out, I'm not allergic to dogs. It's all in the way you cook them. Lol. If you make sure to dust them before you eat them, then they're pretty good. Anyone has a dog connection in Florida, I'm looking for a discount on a Chihuahua. Oh, a Dachshund or a Chihuahua. What's the little tiny thing in the corner of the gun wall? It's a Jennings J22. There are geese all over the place here in Indiana. I've thought about it a few times. Canadian protected. Yeah, Canadian geese are protected. You're not allowed to hunt them. I think there's a season for it, but like you just can't take like in Minnesota, if you hit one, you had to call the police and have them put it down. Hot dog, goose, mice, mises, mooses, mice. Oxen, boxen, blocka. If you like my English, hit the like button. If you hate my English, hit the like button. If you like the Jiminy Show, hit the like button. Consider becoming a member. I have to raise $10,000 to get my business going. So, I need you to make sure that Google gives me their money every month. So by hitting the like button, you show Google that they can stop killing my live streams because I'm not even close to holding a firearm and that I'm promotable. So if you guys could do that for me. And apparently Rock Island thinks I'm good enough to steal my video. So there's no animals in Ireland. I'm afraid you're a little bit wrong there, girl. There's plenty of animals. You just have to look. They don't come out when you're in the bar. Everyone like and subscribe to Sport Channel. That's right, Chris. Thank you. Borrow. They borrowed it, Mr. Influencer. Until they make an agreement with me, they didn't borrow it. They stole my shit. Redheads are animals in bed. Does that count? You know why they're animals? Because they don't have souls. I know this is Scottish. I don't care. You're in Bangkok, Thailand right now, and I keep seeing large gangs with trucks mounted guns in alleyways, and it's kind of sketchy, but the American in me keeps wanting to go up to them and ask them, where'd you get that? Fight or flight, you got the Curious George gene. Tommy John comes in with their 10th live stream for $5. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. This guy's all right. He's also an idiot. This guy right here. We go outside just to listen to him talk. Happy birthday to me. Everybody pity me. I'm an idiot on the internet. Everybody. I haven't cleaned this yet. It smells like the dead old person that owned it. Keep doing you. Thank you, Bursa. I appreciate that. I don't let myself be like strong-armed and pigeonholed into being a certain type of person. I've worn fake boobs and a maid's outfit on live streams before. I'll do it again. I'm not afraid of it. Some ding-dong sent me a cat suit to wear, but I don't have my boobs anymore, so. Thanks for all your advice on guns. No problem, Tommy John. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Oh, leprechauns, eh?
But, mister, you got strong-armed into getting a Glock tattoo. Rainbow, too, I might add.
Yeah, well, you guys paid me over $3,000 to do it, so. Who's silly? I got room for Chiappa right there. Just saying. $5,000, I'll put Chiappa and a heart. Which 1911 do you like best in the sub $1,000 price range? There's a few of them. That's a hard one, but it's getting easier, believe it or not. Bull Armory makes a really good one for just at $1,000 with the knife. If you look at the Desert Eagle, you can get the Fusion Firearms. Their 1911s are under $1,000, really solid. Springfield Garrison, under $1,000. A little less features in the other guns, but still very solid. And then you can start looking at Rock Island because they stole one of my videos. You can look at Rock Island, you can look at Gerson, and you can look out your window because I won't mention T-Sauce. I would have got the tattoo for $50. Shut up. So here's the funny thing. I told my buddy, he walked in when I was coming out of a pawn shop. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, they paid me to get the Glock tattoo. He showed me the back of his hand where he'd given himself a Glock tattoo. Like, I did this for free. I'm like, you're stupid. You guys. What's the car model that got discontinued but shouldn't have been? Car model that got discontinued that shouldn't have been has to be Pontiac Aztec. No, I'm just shitting with you. The Australian stuff, but they don't have Holden anymore, so that's why they got killed. I really miss the GTOs and the Chevy SS. I think the Chevy SS shouldn't have gotten it discontinued. They should have just kept it here in the United States. That's correct answer right there, sir. Congratulations. I liked the Aztec. I don't give a shit. And I liked it before Walter White did. Why do you need a truck-mounted gun? I love Thai people. I identify as a pencil. Irish. That's good for you. The Jeep Comanche. Oh yeah, the Fiero. What's the rifle on the bottom? That is the Tanfoglio Appeal in 22 long rifle. Bullpup. The magazine is way back there. Not even close, YouTube. Shut up. Not even close. 911 is tilted. It's not a 1911. Any words of encouragement? My brother was drafted to fight in Ukraine. We are Chechen and anti-war in Ukraine. I'm sorry that he got drafted. I hope that he's okay, and I hope that the conflict can be resolved. And, you know, fuck Putin. Not a Colt. Mercury Grand Marquis. Oh, yes. The Crown Vic Grand Marquis Lincoln Town Cars all of those full frame V8s. Could you imagine? And I really want to build one of these. If you remember, the Mercury Marauder came with a 32 valve V8 in it, but it was an underpowered one. Could you imagine like a really nice 2024 edition? So it'll have paddle shifters, tilt telescoping steering wheel, but a 2024 Mustang basically underpinning a Marauder, Mercury Marauder. That thing would be badass. 460 horsepower, rear wheel drive, paddle shifters, because you don't need a manual in a full size sedan. Appreciate you. Thank you, Arthur. And again, best wishes to you guys. I hope it gets resolved, and hopefully that your brother comes home safe. Rick came in swinging. You own a Husqvarna Deluxe. Nice. Single stack or double stack 1911s? Well, my first 1911 was actually a double stack, but I do prefer the single stack for their thinness because I carry them. And I believe that it's a more natural feeling 1911. The double stacks are fine. Don't get me wrong. I've got a few of those, but I prefer the single stack. Yeah, the drone attacks are no joke. I have a Craftsman 2000. I have a brick. Had a 98 Lincoln. It was nice till sheets started breaking. Oh, dude, and the air ride. Dude, I had 93 to 95 town cars. They always lost their air ride. Hard to make a car key to an 03 Grand Marquis. Oh, had to. Nice. You got to go. Patriot, thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it. We're at 10 o'clock, 2 hours in. Thank you guys so much for hanging out as long as you have. Drones are terrifying. Dude, when somebody decided to start using drones for aerial warfare, it's unfortunately a game changer, and it's freaking terrifying. You got a Tika 300 Ultra Mag. Nice. I don't. You're talking long guns, Rick. I'm not really into long guns. I got to learn them better. My buddy Sam, he was supposed to be my YouTube video collaborator. I was going to pay him to do some videos with me. But unfortunately, we both had an incident, and he's now doing regular work. So we need to be able to get together once a week and do that. Why is the YouTube plaque upside down? It's not upside down, it's backwards because I'm using my front-facing camera on my phone, so the video is inverted, kind of like if it was an old Instagram or Vine or on a TikTok. It's inverted and I didn't think about it. So unfortunately, next time I should use the rear-facing camera, but I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. Also, it gets better audio when it's front-facing. I want my first long gun. Get it. CZ Shadow 2 compact for EDC. Hell yeah, Chief. That's what it's designed for, bro. Because I was inverted. They're not going to. What? I think Sir Gemini be able to shoot down a UFO. You get me the right round, I will. Give me a boy's anti-tank rifle. I can probably take down a UFO if it happens to be floating in the Grand Canal. You'll be fine pushing. I'm inverted. You're inside out? That can't be good for blood flow. Do you have any opinions on good body armor? Actually, I don't. I'm not that kind of gun guy. I respect people that wear body armor on the daily, law enforcement and military. If you're a doomsday prepper or a LARPer, unless you wear your body armor 24/7, body armor is stupid. Now, in the long term, body armor will do you well in an apocalyptic scenario. But in the short term, again, unless you're wearing it 24/7, you're going to have to get out of the situation you're currently into before you can get to that position. So if you're going to train with armor, my personal opinion is you should train without it just as much as you train with it. You're a big fan of the Barrett M82. I like it. I just don't can't afford one right now. Gotta walk the dog and check the turtles. It's cold out. BBS. All right, dude. Go do your thing, DB. BBDB. BDBD. Why do you think ammo became so available in the last couple of weeks? It's just manufacturing is there. Also, I think everybody's ramping up because with the rate of insane shit that keeps coming out of the White House, I think we're going to get into another situation where people are going to start panic buying. Which is why you should go to wincityanarmory.com. Buy what I have there. Send me emails at wincityanarmory@gmail.com. Let me know what you're looking for and I can order it. I'm not linking shit, YouTube. Shut the hell up. I got body armor, but not using it not until Chinese come in or the dead start walking. Dude, but where you're located, you also have a reason to want it. Okay, I have to check on my rhino and cheetah. I had to water my lawnmower the other day. It really takes me off. Panic buy, all Joe stuff. Yep. How do you feel about the super safety? Gimmick or not? Gimmick. Anything that makes your gun shoot faster is a gimmick, dude. Whether or not it works is debatable because you have to practice with it to get it to work right. Same thing with an FRT or even my binary trigger. If you're going to outrun it, I've seen people outrun binaries. A lot of people outrun binaries because, you know, they have one high heel and one sneaker. But in terms of the trigger for the AR-15 or the 1022s, I've seen people outrunning those. Jerry Michalik can outrun a bump stock. It's hilarious. They're just a waste of money when you're talking about all the ammo you're going to shoot. Can't forget my dog. I'll never forget your dog. You told me there's no animals where you are. Are you lying out your arse? You sell ammo? Sure does. Would you rather have a 2000 Cobra R or an 03 Terminator? I would rather have the 03 Terminator. The 03 Terminator is actually a much more streetable car. 2000 R for collectability, the Terminator for drivability. Funny, I see someone get kicked out of the range yesterday with an SS trigger. Huh. Hello, I'm Japanese. This is my first time watching overseas streaming. Well, welcome, with what I also Jay. Good to see you. As soon as I can afford it, I'm going full LARP mode armor nods just to have it sitting around. It's the worst accent ever? No, I've heard a lot worse. And I'm not even trying. But thank you very much. I've been working on this Irish accent for so long. You think it's good now? It's my best choice. What are you doing? Oh, speaking of which, I took my first Uber today. It was good. MP5 or AR-15? AR-15, but I do respect the shit out of an MP5. Roller delayed blowback is super gentle to shoot. Shoot, shoot, ba-doop, shoot, ba-doop, shoot, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. I mean, have you ever heard, what's his face? Fucking Daryl Dixon. The guy that played Daryl Dixon. Norman Reedus. When he did Boondock Saints, holy crap, that was way worse. How's your health going now? Not much better. Kind of getting used to it. I get to take naps at random times during the day, so that's interesting. So did you get your license? Last time I was on here, you were still going through the process. Dude, I have everything. I have the license, the store's up, the website's up. The only thing I'm working on now is Gearfire and online payment acceptance. Greatest movie ever made. Oh, it's a wonderful movie. But, dude, Norman Reedus cannot do an Irish accent. Hey, Nick, thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Catch you on the next one as well. Monday, 8 p.m.s. 8 p.m.s Easterns. 5 p.m.s Westerns. 'Tis facts. Yes. I was watching it and it really, really made me sad. Because that movie is so old. Oh. Yes, I'm a Russian sub-commander. That's right. I command a Russian sub. Do Svajanya. Last time I was on here, I was told that the Uzi takes batteries. And CO2 cartridges. You have a really strong Kilkenny accent. Oh, I don't like getting too strong into the hard accents because then I slip. So when I try to do an Irish accent, if I practice it for like an hour before I do it a lot, then it's. But if I just try to break it out, I always slip into Scottish, and I don't know why. And it's the same problem I have when I do an Aussie accent. If I don't practice the Aussie accent, I slip into Scottish. I don't know why. It always goes either English or Scottish. And you were on here Monday, so fuck you. Hello, 44 Carbine. Oh, wait, he's not talking to me. I'll wait till he talks to me. It's fine. Is a Seagrave movie, look it up, basically an entire town screwed up. Oh, dude, watch Slither with Nathan Fillion. That's a great one. Dave, so if it's allowed to be in your state, then it's just as simple. You pay for the gun, you pay the tax, and then it's shipped to your local FFL. Shipping is variable depending on how the shipping goes. So if you want to send me an email to wincityarmory@gmail.com and tell me what you're looking for, I can contact you that way. I really don't get into exact numbers on live streams because that can be taken the wrong way, and I already had a live taken down this week, so I am not risking that shiz unless you want to give me $10,000 right now. I will give you my Zelle number. Best semi-auto 22 pistol. I'm going to say that probably the best one on the market currently would be the Taurus TX22. If money's no option, a Volquartsen is probably the best 22, but if you're looking for just a standard semi-automatic pistol, yeah, I would say the Taurus TX22 and then the SIG P322. Red dot or mill dot? Red dot. Greetings from Northwest Ohio. How you doing up there in Ohio? You guys causing any problems yet? OH! Oh, wait. Clockwork Orange, and she will change your perspective. Nice. In Out. I've seen it. It's twisted. Not quite as wild as Clockwork. How is that 1911 in 9mm that we sent you for your birthday, if I remember right? The Gerson Influencer X is nice. I'm waiting. Gerson, they're waiting to get a couple of examples. They are going to send me the new 2311 Match X, which is basically a Staccato XC clone. And as soon as they send that to me, number one, I'm getting the lower stippled, and I'm also putting the top on my single stack to create a single stack Staccato XC clone. Does Canik make 22 long rifle pistols? Not in the United States. I don't know about back in Turkey. SR22 is good. It's a little bit on the small side and not as unpicky with ammo as the Taurus and the SIGs are. What's your dream gun that you don't have? Right now, my dream gun is my Tactical Sport Orange that I foolishly sold to a friend. But in terms of a gun I haven't owned, I had the Dan Wesson DWX. I want the new Dan Wesson DWX with the optics cut. Yeah, that's why I say Taurus TX22, SIG P322. Those are the way I go. Who turned around and gave it to me? Hey, no. I'm a good person, and I was asked. Actually, he just sent that one to you. That one never came back to me. But when I'm asked to, as an FFL, ship to another FFL, I do it. Thoughts on AR pistols? Are they worth it? In the right caliber, yes. In 5.56, they're kind of nonsensical, but in 300 Blackout or even in 45 or 10, I would say yes. Never owned a handgun. Any advice on something for personal security? Yes. If you've never owned a handgun and you're looking for one gun to do it all, get a Glock. I know, hypocritical. He just said get a Glock. I've always said if you're not going to be an enthusiast, you're just looking for a gun, get a Glock. They're easy to maintain. They run. They work. They're going to save your life as long as you learn how to shoot them correctly. Take that damn thing out and shoot it. Or so help me. And you'll be fine. But get a Glock. It'll save your life. We going to 8 or 9 tonight? What are you talking about? We're going till 11. So that would be 8 o'clock your time, brother. Do you have a P90? Nope. I'm with you on the Dan Wesson. Thank you. It's ready to settle down in Nazada. You just talked about getting a bunch of stuff to it like you railed on Glocks earlier. Hypocrite. No. I railed against Glock because people that presume themselves to be enthusiasts think it's a good gun. If you're Nancy never had a gun, Glock is great because it's simple. Glock is the semi-automatic revolver. You put rounds in the mag. You put mag in gun. You rack gun. Gun done. Use gun. You don't have to like guns to use a Glock. You don't have to appreciate guns to appreciate a Glock. I don't even think he has it yet, Stone. I just got that model, and I'm so happy with it. How do you feel about the Strybog? The Strybog A3 is the one definitely to get because that's got the roller delay. It's the best version of the gun. Have you ever shot a 3D printed gun? Yes, I have. And I would not continue to shoot it because it didn't feel good. PLA is not a material to make a gun out of. You have to be proficient with guns to make Glocks work. That's why I said you got to shoot it. Practice. Take it out and practice or so. Help me. Yeah, if you limp wrist a Glock, you can make it actually fail to eject every single time. If you just...
I have a Glock. I'm going to take it to the range. I'm not interested in firearms. I just want this one. I want to scare my neighbors, and then, and then they're flagging you. So when I take my dog out for a walk, I would just want to be able to go, get away from me! And then I'll be happy, okay? So... it doesn't have to be a good gun. It just has to go bang every time I pull the stick thing. Can you show me how to put the bullets in it? Last time I did it, someone said I did it backwards. Now, was that a gay voice or a dude doing a girl voice? You'll never know. Took a noob level CCW class the other weekend and found I'm much more natural of a shooter with the Beretta Compact than my SP01. Interesting. Oh, your revolver. Gotcha. Yes, the A3 is the roller delayed. That's why I said that's the best version, because it is roller delayed. What do you think about 17.556 FPS between... oh, that crazy ass round? When are you going to use it? It's cool, but when are you going to use it? That's an expensive round too. When are you going to use it? And you have to get used to an entire another caliber. When are you going to use it? That's like when you get into the argument, my car has 1,100 horsepower. No, my car has 1,200 horsepower. NAA all the way. Nah. How you guys doing? As you can see, I'm sitting like a news anchor because if I even lean back too far and try to gesture like I was going to touch a firearm, YouTube would lose its proverbial asshole and hit me with another, you violated terms and policies. You may not have known what you were doing, blah, 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 but we're not going to give you a warning or a strike because we know we really shouldn't be taking down your life. We're just trying to, because you were saying something we didn't agree with, we're going to put down your life. The hairs on my arm are standing up. Also, I have a screaming headache. Why do they call it a screaming headache? Because it sounds like a chorus of really stupid children are screaming in my head. What's the FPS on a laser? Depends on the color. Have I ever shot the Smith & Wesson? Yes, I have shot a Smith & Wesson 500, but only once. I own a truck with 155 horsepower. Holy shit, when did you get a Toyota? I put the Strike Industries dual folding stock on my Strybog. Nice. As a hunter, the flag trajectory on that round would be a great coyote cure. Yeah, and the speed of the round would definitely cause a hell of a good cavity, but I don't know if I'd really want to shoot coyote with something like that, because if you nick them or if you don't hit them in the right spot, it may not stop them. I'm a Canadian, and I love guns. You also love donuts and maple syrup, don't you know? Wait, so the suppressor got your live shut down? No, because they claimed it was at 2 hours and 58 minutes. At 2 hours and 58 minutes, I was talking to you guys and saying, okay, we're getting ready to shut down and all this bullshit. But I leaned back and I put my hands, which are in front of me. So no guns, YouTube. Not playing with guns at all. And I put them behind my head. So maybe that's why they claimed it. But also, screw them. My bicycle can go any 200 miles an hour. Is it snowing over there? Hell no. We're good. Might be where snowing is. I'm American and I like Canadian bacon. You mean you like ham? Don't lie, you're Canadian. If you say you like Canadian bacon, you're not American, you like ham. When the Russian-Ukraine war ends and sanctions are dropped, what does that mean for the industry? It just means that some companies will be able to sell more to civilian markets again. Lake City Ammo got a cease and desist from the U.S. military saying that they were potentially going to lose their contract if they continue to sell 5.56 to the American public, which is another reason why 20 rounds of 5.56 is the same price or more than 20 rounds of 300 Blackout. Canadians got their ass kicked in hockey. I'm more and more convinced that if Crypto wanted to actually take over his entire country, we send him 4 drunk cheerleaders and half a bottle of whiskey, we'll have it by the end of the week. Dude, he's got the big bike, though. Das ist Spartacus. American hockey team like Canadian bacon. Frick! Poutine rules. My uncle had a 1022 with a binary trigger and drum mag with no recoil. Yeah, you don't get recoil with the 1022. But reloading a drum mag sucks. Canadians need to chill. We're getting some shit together. Don't piss us off. Dude, they're about to become USA light. What the frick? 5.56 shortage? Didn't hear that one. No, it's just 5.56 is just some brands like Frontier is okay price, but I can't remember what brand it is, but I took some down to a buddy of mine and it was $20 a box for 20 rounds. It was insane. For coyotes, a lot of people like faster, lighter rounds because they don't damage the pelt as much. So depending on what you're doing, so I've seen some people that really do shoot with the smaller stuff like 22 250, but also I've seen dudes that'll run 300 Blackout because they just want to end that son of a bitch. I put peanut butter on my pancakes and my waffles, not using maple syrup until they are the 51st state. Use syrup from Maine. I'm sure Andrew's still up there waiting to go get his Corvette out of the tree. Canada and Greenland for the hat trick. Let's get them all. Are all the base manufacturers 1911s about the same? No. Honestly, they aren't. Gerson is pretty solid. Rock Island, if you're going to go base, is probably my choice. I'm not saying that because they didn't compensate me for stealing my video, Rock Island, you fucks. But TSOS, I don't recommend them just because they avoid questions and then they're using me for promotion. And Gerson is solid. I've been satisfied with Winchester's M855 green tip, usually plenty around. Yeah, and that stuff, green tip is usually cheaper because a lot of ranges don't allow it. I know powder around here is getting expensive. Vermont or Wisconsin for maple syrup? I wouldn't go to Wisconsin because, you know, they tend to put some cheese product into their syrup because they got a lot of cheese, because they got a lot of cows, because they got a lot of nothing else going on for them. I lived in Minnesota for 20 years. So a guy's in the Buffalo Wild Wings at the top of the never mind. I know the Super Troopers. RG, what's up, dude? Trump should run Canada. Trump should shut his fucking mouth. He's now at the point where he's just doing whatever insane thing comes to his head, and it's getting a little tiring. I know a few Alaska natives up here who moose hunt with 222-250. Their shot placement almost seems like in-game hacks. It would have to be if they're hunting moose 2,000 pounders with 22-250. There's a lot of good shots up there, don't you know? They go out and have some Timmy Hortons before they go hunting. Oh, no, we don't do the coffee up here. We just have a couple of maple bars. Go home, have a Nanaimo bar. It's okay. Woke up from treatments, wanted to say hello. RG OG is going to try to hit more of our lives, guys. Did you get the text I sent you, RG? Doing what Elon and Putin are telling her to. Dude, I am glad I voted for a bowl of Captain Crunch. Oh, I saw your video on the Rock Island site. Lol, I knew they screwed you. I'm not going to say they screwed me. They didn't ask for my permission before they took my entire video, though. That is infringement, so I do need to send them an email. In fact, let's do it now.
Let go, army. Now I'm going to contact them. Boom, boom, beedoo.
Bum bum bada. Bum bum bada boom boom bum bum bada. Bum bum bada boom boom bum 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 bada. Ba ba ba. Sorry guys, I gotta copy the email. I can do it the hard way because I don't have an email thing set up on this computer because I'm a nerd. Using my video. Hi, I'm Joe from the Jiminy Show. I see that you are using my entire video to promote your products. I must have lost the email where you contacted me before doing this. I really do like your product, and I have reached out to you before about sponsorships, but I do not recall approving you using my video. Please contact me immediately to discuss compensation. Thank you, Joe. The Jiminy Show. Maybe I should put my my phone number, huh? 581 247 9111. And I will call them tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday, so I probably won't even be able to get a hold of them. No, don't be like that, lol. Is that a Taurus G3? There's a G3 and a G3X. Reword nice ice hole. Nope. Let's go sell out and get that money. That's not a sellout, motherfucker. They're using my video to sell their products without paying me. That's not selling out. That's theft of intellectual property. And that was me being nice. No, Todd. Recovery time can be up to 6 months from LASIK, especially if you're older. And also, there's always a chance that as an older individual, I'm 45, I got it at 43, there's always a chance that you could wind up with actually needing bifocals. They better pay the snooker. Remember, I fit a Tac Sport Ultra threaded barrel in 10 millimeter. I don't think that they're going to respond positively. They're probably going to take down the video, and I'm going to have to use the email that I got from that plus the VOD of this video to pursue them to pay me for the time that they stole my video. Does LASIK help with stigmatisms? It can. It didn't do anything for my lazy eye, I can tell you that. They did call you an influencer, though. It doesn't matter. They took the entire video and linked it. They took the entire video in its entirety and linked it through their website, and they're using my video, which they took in their entirety, and put on their email. So they did not get my permission to use my likeness or to link to my video. Doesn't matter that they credit me, they literally use the entire video. And that is copyright infringement. Mother, father, thank you. Right in the middle of their marketing email. Yep. Right, but turn it around and make the brand your entire personality for sweet, sweet cash. Nah, I'm not that kind of guy, Logan. Honestly, I don't care that they're using it. I really wish they had asked me. And again, fair use allows them to use snippets of my video. If they're using it in an interpretive and new way. But literally taking my video and using it for their advertising is a violation of copyright. Now my favorite Mexican is Speedy Gonzalez. Ándale, ándale, Iba! I can't get up that high because of my neck and my throat and the fact that I want to throw up right now. Does LASIK help with stigmatism? Oh, I already answered that one. Right in the middle. Yeah, so, yeah, if they had just linked it to the website and sent me an email, said, hey, man, you want to do some stuff? We'll send you some review samples. So I'm not looking for money from them. I am now because what they did is illegal. But if they had reached out to me and said, hey, man, can we use you for promotion? I'd be like, hey, great. Can I get some of your shit to check out? So me getting a review sample also doesn't guarantee that they're going to get a good review. Just fucking look at Olight, dude. They sent me stuff. Core sent me stuff, but the way they run their companies pissed me off to the point where I won't work with them anymore. In fairness, did you ask them if you could film a video of the gun they made for profit? I'm not required to because I bought the item. I own the item. I reviewed my item. When you purchase something from the company, you get limited use rights to that item. And because they are a company that advertises to the public, their items are subject to review. Again, they have every right in the world, Zaxxon, to take my video, create a video of their own where they're like, The Jiminy Show, idiot or not? And then they intersperse my video where they're like, here you can see that Joe, when he's talking about this, drops the slide on an empty gun, blah, blah, blah. Then that becomes transformative. Then they can do that all they want. So because I put that video out, it's subject to interpretation, reviews, and re-uploading through transformative means. But you cannot just use me for your advertising. Advertising budgets for companies run into the millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars every year. So the fact that they would take a video from a content creator and re-upload it to their website without my permission, that's just straight up theft of intellectual property. Because I took the time to film the video, I took the time to upload it, so I deserve rewards from my work. Where do I stick ammo? Any aftermarket trigger out there to improve Gerson Influencer, although the stock one is good? Well, it's a standard 1911 trigger, so depending on the caliber, you got to look at different companies, but like the Wilson Combat ones are a really good upgrade. I'm not sure if Nighthawk is still selling a separate trigger, but EGW makes a lineup of good internals for 1911s. But yeah, I wouldn't really need to do anything to it. What I did to mine, so my grip safety, you had to roll your hand over to get it to fully engage the grip safety or disengage the grip safety because the tines on the rear main spring were bent too far. So I just adjusted mine a little bit and it seemed to help out a lot because the middle tine, so you got 3 tines on the back, on the rear main spring. If you're looking at the gun from like the barrel is this way, this one does your grip safety. This one does the sear to trigger connection. And this one is just an alignment tine. So this is the one that can adjust your trigger pull the most. I wonder if somebody's going to get fired. No, nobody's going to get fired, Bass. This happens all the time. It's just somebody from their marketing department decided to just go and find videos to put in their video, into their thing. What company did that? Cody, Rock Island Armory took one of my videos and put it in their email for advertising and said that it was an influencer spot. are an influencer feature, but they didn't ask me if they could use my video, and they didn't do anything to my video. They literally just linked my video saying, here's my thoughts on the 22 TCM double stack featuring the Jiminy Show. That is not transformative. They literally just lifted my entire video without permission. Do I stock up with ammo? I buy ammo every chance I get for myself. You know, if I go out shooting and I need like 100 rounds of 9, I'll buy 200, 250. That way I know that I'm like gaining ammo every time I go shooting. Grip safeties piss me off. There are a lot of companies. You could literally just take a rubber, I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but if you take a thick rubber band and just wrap it around the grip and it'll hold down the grip safety, it eliminates the grip safety. Should I take all your video down off my OnlyFans? No, but we will need to discuss compensation. I want at least a nickel of that dollar you made. M200's an awesome gun for the price. Absolutely, I agree. The gun itself is a little small for my taste, but overall the M200 is solid. If you put the larger grip on it, it's a much more shootable gun. Have I ever played Battlefield? Not since it was way back in the day. I really don't play many like war games like that. I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play... I didn't play Battlefield. I didn't play any of those. I played some of the old ones back in the day that had good single-player campaigns, but I don't like playing multiplayer at all. So, I just realized it's only 7 o'clock out there, and you can do some pretty cool stuff with rubber bands. Yeah, pretty much. And there are kits out there that can allow you to pin the grip safety so it always stays in. Playing multiplayer shooters with Joe is an amazing experience. McManus misspelled infuriating because I'm either going to walk right in front of my teammates and let them just nuke me in the face, or I'm going to accidentally team kill, which I do a lot. What's the link on the Rock Island video? So they used it in an email promotion that they sent out. So you'd have to send me an email to the Jiminy Show, and then I can link it to you. You're better than Chris. Thank you. You served 3 tours in Nuketown. From Battle Tanks on Nintendo 64? Yeah, like pull on them when somebody is wearing a rubber band on their wrist. Oh, that's just mean, dude. But funny. That's Nuke a World. I'm starting to sweat. I'm not feeling very good. Why is he sweating? It's because he's hiding his taxes. I ain't hiding the taxes. I ain't getting paid shit. But what I will do, since it doesn't show my email or anything, hold on a second. Yeah. Nope, that just zoomed in. That's disgusting. So, yeah. So he said, influencer feature, see what others are saying about our products. First look at a Rock Island, blah, 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 featuring the Jiminy Show. I mean, okay. I really don't recall saying you could do that shiz, but... I feel a Rock Island 5.0 coming my way. What the f... Hold on. Camera's way messed up now. So I'm using my cheap stand in here. Haven't seen him drink anything. That's because I'm out now and my throat's going horrid. Screw video games. We need Joe out of Milsim West. I don't know where that is. He's sweating thinking about the free Rock Island stickers and t-shirt compensation. I don't want their t-shirt. I want their guns. I want 50 of their guns. Here, let me fix this. I don't know what the hell's going on. Don't look that way. I just showed an AK. The live's about to end. What the fuck are you... You're not even on anything. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I eat pho. You want the pho? $5. You get the pho. You get the pho out of here. You give me $5. I make you holler. Dang it, Jim! Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Okay. Does Rock Island still give discount for Leo and instructors? No idea. Think you like Battlefield? Not one sip of Gatorade. Are you okay? I will later. I saw your phone number. Call me. Was there anything here with my phone number on it? I don't think so. We should be fine. I showed a lot of shit in here, so at least it's not my phone number this time. McManus's phone number, his real name is Jeremy DeWitt. His number is area code 917-246-3199. When you call him, you have to ask for a bologna and cheese pizza, and he will get it sent right out to you. Also, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 before the end of the live stream tonight. If you just double tap your screen, it shows Google that, hey, this dumbass is worth promoting. Rock Island thought it was good enough to steal my video, so come on. Hit the button. Hit it. Last time I touched near the screen, they thought I was holding a gun, so. I saw your yeet cannon behind the camera. I'm getting a yeet cannon for the store gun. I'm going to put my suppressor on it. It's going to be hilarious. Have I seen the linear compensators? They look a little gimmicky. They are gimmicky, but they potentially could work. I haven't messed with one, though. How many mods do you have? Something like 8. Lol, me and Jeremy served together in Meal Team 6. Lols. I no give you dump ring. You pay extra for dump ring. And you must buy 4. I used to say 6, but I can't say 6. I have no idea where I'm looking right now. Did you show him that concealed carry 12 gauge? My concealed carry 12 gauge is... Hi, welcome to the live. If you're new here, hi, welcome to the live. We have ADHD, which means we will never get Alzheimer's because you can't forget what you didn't pay attention to in the first place. How do I feel about the KS7? It's fine. It's a bullpup shotgun. It's a gimmick. It's cool if you're a CQB operator in the wild. If Raya gives you a new gun as payment, would you accept it? Oh, I would take one as a payment, but I'm not going to accept it with any kind of caveats. I'm not going to accept it saying that I'm going to do a video for them or anything like that. I would just take a gun. They would need to compensate me with more than just one gun, though. If they're using me for an email blast, that means thousands of people have now seen that link. Thousands of people are privy to my video now because of that. Because they decided to steal my video. No, it's hard to pull out the prison pocket. No, you just stick your finger in deep enough and pull the trigger. Same thing. It's like a suppressor. Only... Like SIGs, they're fun. If you want a new one, you can just buy the frame or slide rather than start new paperwork. Yep, I agree there. Bass agree. So, the way I've been negotiating, like, if you guys don't watch, there are some YouTube content creators, we'll call them YouTubers because they actually make a living at it. Some of the, like, mid-grade guys that have 180 to 200,000 subs like I do, the typical ad charge for like a contract with a company is between $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Some of the bigger guys like Linus Tech Tips, I think charges $8,000 a spot. So I need more than just a $500 fucking 1911. Until it becomes an unregistered deductive device in your hand. Oh, I'm registered. I have a title and everything. I have a certificate of birth abroad. Has a serial number on it. I'm serialized. And I'm pre-86, bitches. I'm legally allowed to run off at the mouth. Have you seen an increase in videos on that video? Nah, I really haven't paid any attention to it. Probably has, though. I doubt it because it was in an email blast. It's more of a principle thing. If it was on their main website, it probably would get more views, like when Blacksmith had my shit on their website. But they don't want to work with me anymore because I took their shit down because they weren't One of my buddies brought his grandpa's TC single shot and 4.45 Super Mag to the range. Had to be a harder recoil than 4.5 forward. recoil hit like a drunk stepdad. Oh man, that's crazy. What's the worst firearm you've ever tried? Worst firearm I ever tried was a Chiappa M922 22 long rifle copy of the Beretta M9 body. I got 8 rounds out of it before the trigger bar fell out of the gun because it's an external trigger bar. If you're not familiar with the Beretta, on the 8th round, the trigger bar went doink and just fell out of the gun. So I had to wait. They made me pay express shipping from Ohio to Virginia. So they charged me $15, which is almost what it would cost to drive from where I live in Virginia to Ohio, in a economy car anyway. And yeah, so they charged me $11 for the part, $15 for shipping, so $25 for one spring, and the gun still never reliably cycled. Is that one rifle, that weird Tanfolio rifle? Yes, it is the Tanfolio Appeal Bullpup 22 long rifle. It's available for sale, windyarmory.com. Hyped, you've been live trying so long to reach you about your extended car warranty. Oh, damn, I've been trying to reach you because if you move to Detroit, Michigan right now, you can get free real estate. Could I bless you with a quick 360? I wouldn't call that quick. Also, my finger smells like your mom. Weird. What gun do I buy my first time buying one? Go to a gun store. See what fits your hand. If you can rent guns and shoot them, do that first. Find a gun you're comfortable with. I can't tell you what to buy. I can tell you what's reliable. Get a Glock. Get a Smith & Wesson M&P. Get an FN, FNX, FNH, FNS. Get a Canic. Get a Sig Sauer because, you know, you don't even have to shoot those. They just kind of defend you. What's so good about the Tanfoglio rifle? Nothing. It's just interesting. It's a cool little 1022 with the 10-round detachable box mag. Wonder if people who designed that rifle were drunk their night laughing about Pancor jackhammer. It's designed in Italy by Tanfoglio, so yeah. Feet videos make a lot of money, a friend told me. I don't have feet, so thanks for bringing that up. God, read the room, son. We have great offers now available for you. Do you have Medicare Part A or Part B? I have all of them. I just bought a Taurus PT92 stainless. She's pretty. Ooh. It's interesting that gun is still sold, and interesting how expensive those sons of bitches have become. They used to be $100 guns back in like 2019, 2020. Used anyway. So let's see if they've answered me. Bun dum bun bun dum bun 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 dum bun bun dum bun. Best beatboxer ever. You like your Derringer? It's not mine. It's the store's. I've never shot it, but it's fine. The most Kentucky ballistics proof gun. No such thing. Even his punt guns probably have cracks in them the way he fires them. Best Glock clone. Glock. Anything since Gen 1 is a clone of their own gun. Nah, at least 24 hours before you get a response. Dude, I won't get a response till next week. It's Friday night, dude. Unless somebody in their support staff is working tomorrow. I'm going to call them. I got the phone number on the bottom of their goddamn email, so I'm going to call them tomorrow. Best American made 1911. Nighthawk Custom! Give me $1. Is Kimber a good 1911? It's getting to a point where it's reasonable for what they are charging. At $600, yes. At $1,400, no. Quick question. What are your thoughts on the new CZ Shadow 2 Target? Amazing looking pistol. It's already sold out, so fuck it. No dollar. Damn. How do you feel about the Tanfoglio stock pistols? I'm thinking about getting one. Want a nicer CZ75 that's drop safe. So not a CZ Shadow. Well, I'm going to put it to you this way. Number one, how often do you drop your gun on its ass? Number two, the CZ Shadow 2 is not, or Shadow or Tactical Sport. They're not drop safe because they were never designed to be drop safe, because they were designed to be handled by people that can handle their firearms. So if you believe you are a person who can handle a gun and not drop it, that's up to you. However, I do believe that the standard stock and stock 2s also do not have drop safeties. The only thing that make them safe is when they have firing pin blocks. And the stock 2, stock elite, those don't have firing pin blocks. So look elsewhere, my guy. Get a P01 or an SP01. I believe those have drop safeties. What type of 45 caliber did the USA use in World War I? They used 1911s and Thompson machine guns. What's the CZ Shadow 2 Target? So that's their newest version of the gun. It's the Shadow 2 based gun, but it's kind of like in between in terms of their design, because the Tactical Sport Target, or Tactical Sport 2, is doesn't have a pick rail. The Tactical Sport Target, one of them does. I think the shorter one does. But it's just crazy. Are the guns real? No, and neither is the spoon. Best 1911 made in America was the guys down in Texas and made them for the U.S. Marine Corps. Who? You play COD? No, sir. Gel blasters? Yes, sir. Shot-off shotgun with a bayonet as well. If I'm close enough that I'm hitting them with the bayonet after I'm using the shot-off shotgun, I really don't want to use the shot-off shotgun. Thoughts on the Springfield Hellcat? It's fine. It's a Micro 9. I don't care for Micro 9s. I think that they're snappier than they should be. Yes, they've come a long way in terms of spring technology, but it's fine. 12-gauge shotgun sawed off with bayonet. Nah, I'm good. Do I deer hunt? Nope, don't hunt deer. Nobody's ever taken me. I'm not opposed to it. I just never gone. Springfield managed to make sights worse than Glock somehow. Because they made it U-notch instead of square notch. They're like, cup the ball. Isn't that what your doctor does? Yes, he cups your ball. So does Springfield. Cup the ball. At least they're metal sights. Cupping the ball. I want my ball cupped. I only have one. I'm like 2-pack. Yeah, so I had a Stevens 520 trench gun for a while. Thoughts on the IMI Jericho 941? Yeah, it's the Jericho guy. I like the Jericho. I prefer the steel-framed ones. Brother, if Rock Island negotiates with you, are you open to talk to them? Oh, yeah, I'm willing to talk to them. That was kind of me being a smartass, and since they stole my video, hopefully they understand that I'm a smartass. But we'll see what happens. I'd rather that they sponsor me and let me check out their shit and give honest opinions of it, you know? And that's the other thing. I had some dude claim that it must be nice to say that you're not getting compensated. I think that was for the through night fucking light, a $60 weapon light, and they're like, oh, it must be so nice being compensated with free products. I'm like, number one, it's a $60 light. Number two, I don't mess with long guns, so I don't give a shite. And number three, you think I'm gonna sell my integrity for 60? Dude, 5,500. I might say something nice about them. It's a lie. Because I've thrown $2,000 guns down range. By the way, have you ever seen a Lago alien bounce off of concrete? Would you like to? Looks like the guns he bought off Temu. No, I got them here in the United States, just like your mom's Badussy. Hey nerds, what's up? 1911, sir. After you mentioned what rock on, I don't want to support them, even if I am Filipino. It could be a simple thing. Hold off your judgment on them, Guile. If it is actually an epidemic thing that they're doing, then there would be a problem, but we'll see. Dude, if you're looking for a TAC Ultra in 10 millimeter with a threaded barrel for real, I can get you one tomorrow for a good price. Boom, boom, boom. Got me a 90s import full frame IMI, not IWI. Tried to give me some shit on fricked firing pin and extractor. Oh, I would have loved to get that gun, Chris. Speaking of Rock Island, the brand manager, John McClain, was an arm car U Live talking about their XT22 standard combo, which comes 22 LR and 45 ACP. Wow, that's a crazy combo. I have not seen that one. That is cool. That does make sense because back in the days of World War II, post World War II, they actually had 22 conversions for 1911s that were chambered in 45 ACP, and I had the Kimber 22 conversion for my 45 lightweight, so it makes sense. What's your opinion on the Steyr M9's iron sights? They're kind of interesting because you got the pyramid style where the rear is most of the pyramid and the front is the rest of the pyramid. I mean, if you practice with it, I'm sure it's pretty damn natural. Mouse, welcome back. What's a gun that gets nothing but rave reviews online that you hate? Glock! Hi, Jim. Been a minute. Anything new? Hold on a second. What the hell just happened? Hold on one second. I think my phone's about to die. Hang on. Is it better? There we go. Sorry. Apparently, when I picked you up last time, I pulled the plug out, so I've been running this entire live with no frickin' battery plugged in. I saw a Singer 1911 on sale for $26K. That's crazy, dude. First dead, oh my god, he's dead. Well, the live stream goes down if my phone dies. It's dead, Jim. Oh, you bought it? That's awesome. Hey, if you just sell your Nighthawk Custom, or your Staccato, you can have 1/6 the money. Don't remember if I told you I got a second pistol, a XDS Mod 2. I think that sounds familiar. What's the gun in the frame? The gun in the frame is a non-firing replica of a Winchester model 1886. This is RAM. Was talking about the Music 1911s made by PWS Quantico and now done by the guys at Valor Precision. Oh, okay, that's cool. Honestly, I thought that's what happened Monday. Now, would you buy a CX4 Storm? Yes, I would buy a CX4 Storm in 45 ACP because I have the PX4 Storm in 45 ACP. The only one I can find on Gunbroker right now is going for $259,000. Well, put yours up. It's only worth $200,000 since you refuse to fire it. Chris, my friend asked me to keep an eye out for a Staccato if they go for $1,500. I bought one for $1,500. I had a little Delta Point Pro on it. My C2. I paid $1,500 for it. No P90, Bigfoot. What's the long gun on the bottom? That is the Tanfoglio Appeal 22 long rifle bullpup rifle. So we're at the end of the live stream, guys. I typically go 3 hours. We can talk a little bit longer if you want to, but not a whole lot to say. I noticed McManus was our big donator tonight. He's an awesome guy. Also, still cost me $41 more than he gave me to ship him a gun. I'm not poor or anything. Just saying. Cash App. $sign Jimmy. Thinking about getting a 43X48 or a Bodyguard. I would go with the Bodyguard 2.0. So the Halo gun is a Beretta? No, it's a Tanfoglio. The SKS is an underrated firearm. Yeah, but the problem is the AK takes all the thunder away from the SKS. Let's see the fridge, Joe. Need to know if I should send money for groceries. Oh, yes, you definitely should. There's expired kimchi and a can of Surströmmen. An empty jar of pickles. an empty crate of eggs, and some mayonnaise. I don't know when it expired. Hey, AI or AR-15? AR-15 for sale on Gunbroker by Legacy. That's insane. I got the price way wrong. Hey, you should have bought it at $26K. Now you're going to overpay. Thank you. Have a great night. Alexander, you too. AR, please. I'm going to send you Cash App. Oh, thank you. For what? Isn't kimchi fermented? Yes, but there is a point at which it becomes extra fermented, super sour, and nasty as fook. And it's grocery store made, not homemade, so yeah, it's pretty bad. That one is in amazing shape too. Fire your singer! Eggs? No, you're asking for gold. No, I said my egg crate is empty. Also, little bit of a trick for you guys. I don't know if you have an Aldi where you live, but the Aldi's near me does three. They do 3 dozen for $3 a piece. So $9 for 3 dozen eggs, which is actually pretty good right now. Jesus, that's so much money. Dude, yours could be worth that much money if you just fire it. It's not going to hurt anything. Trust me. I'm an influencer. I don't know why I got a lisp when I said it, but I'm an influencer. I don't care what it's worth. Check my app. If you sent me $1, I swear to God, I'm going to buy a lollipop with it. Thank you for the donation, Drunk Man. You're such a nice guy. I'm going to buy Skittles. McManus is sitting on 200K easily. He'd be sitting on a lot more if he put 1 round through it. A dozen eggs out here is $9. Go to an Aldi's. What's a really good egg price? No, $1.79 was a good egg price. Do I see a Derringer? Yes. Unofficial RIA or influencer. I sent you more than $1, lol. Just imagine the guns too. Lol. Way more than that, Mouse. Probably double that or more because of provenance. Yes. And it would be worth $50,000 to $60,000 more if you take 1 shot. You don't know how to flip a coin, bitch. You can buy eggs with the money I sent you, except I have to buy 3 dozen in order to get the deal. It's a family gift. It's never been fired, and it's a presentation box. That's why you fire it. I'm breaking into your house. Am I into black powder? No. Just because I never got into it, sorry. Well, it can help. It can. I appreciate it, though, Mouse. Whenever anybody donates to the channel, it really does help. You know, it helps me pay for this place. Hands are forward. All that fun stuff. What's better, peanut or regular M&Ms? Almond M&Ms. That's what I'm saving it for, Zaxxon. Hookers and blow. What's a good track? Dude, I will buy you hookers and blow. Just shoot the gun. What's a good track tire in the 322 to 355 with? I have no clue, dude. I've never been racing other than watching it. NASCAR does slicks. Almonds is best. Oh, that's right. The sheets that I can't work at across the street just opened up, so I can walk across the street when I'm done. Yeah, so I have friends. So here's a little bit of a fun story. So Gerson came out with their negotiator, their gray and gold 1911. My coworker bought one. Actually, I let him buy the one that I ordered because he said he really wanted it. And I said, great, when are we going to take it out and shoot it? He said, oh, I'm not shooting it. I'm never taking it out. So I went to my other store, ordered one, bought it, took it to the store. Completely a true accident. I dropped it on my driveway and damaged the front sight. And then when we were in the store, my buddy's like, yeah, my coworker is carrying one. And I'm like, hey, you want to see it? So I drop the mag, show him that it's clear, lock the slide back, hold the gun out to him. And the minute his hand came near the gun, I just let it go. And literally, you should have seen the look on his face as he watched the gun fall. bounce off the gun case and land on the concrete. That's what I think about people that buy guns and don't shoot them. I will go out of my way and waste $1,000 just to fuck with them. You have some of the ugliest guns I've ever seen. Have you ever looked at your family photos? I mean, I'm sure your family tree doesn't fork, so it's not hard. All right, Bigfoot, we'll see you. Oh, no, was it okay? Oh, yeah, the gun was fine. It shot fine. It just had a scratch on it. You might go to the range. All right, man. Have you ever looked at your eyeballs? They're at least a foot apart. Dude, just because your mom tells you your dick is a foot long and this is what you think a foot is, doesn't make it so. Just for that, I might not shoot the alien. Yeah, but the thing is, the alien, the one you bought, takes CZ75 mags, so I will just bring a bunch of mags and I will ND in your house. Hey, dude, if you're going to talk shite, be clever. People think they're funny. That's awesome. I have a shite ton of those mags already. What if you get a shady slap round? What if you get a shady slap round in 45? The odds of that being put into a Singer 1911 are so low. I really think you have a better chance of being eaten by a shark while flying in an airplane underwater in the middle of a lightning storm. Oh, I love the 1911. 1911 is not overrated. The 1911 is an excellent example of a firearm that was so good it's lasted well over 110 years. And principally, it's the exact same gun. It's the person, not that. You hate me, then. I don't shoot 90% of my guns. I'm coming to your house, Dale. We'll take care of that. Plastic aftermarket magazines versus metal. I don't trust anybody. If the gun came with the metal mag, it should use metal mags. The Glock mags are good. Best part of a Glock is you can drop the mags and they work, but not aftermarket. Screw that shiz. The TSO only came with like 2 checkmate mags. Yeah, I might have forget to give them all. I took my buddy to the range a while back and I convinced him to get his pistol permit when he can. Awesome. That's the thing to do, brother. 45 ACP, sir. That sounds like this summer's new Sharknado plane. It's going to have Samuel L. Jackson. I'm tired of all these motherfucking sharks and snakes and cats on this motherfucking plane. What gun? The polymer mags for ARs is superior to most metal mags. Duramag's better than the polys. My dog got his ear bit off in a dogfight today. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Anyways, guys, we are way past 11 o'clock. I am tired. My back hurts, and the live stream didn't get call canceled. So we are on a success streak. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. I'm going to hit the X button. Make sure you hit the like button, dudes. We're at 97. Look at that gun. We're at 97. I need you guys to get me to 100 before I cancel. Come on. I'm going to stand like this until you do it. Come on. 2 more. 2 more, bitches. Come on. Like the stream, god dang it. Like it, or I'll kiss you all. I mean, kill you all. There you go. All right, kids. Love you. Thank you, Mommy.